Hey everybody,
Hey.
we're the Nintendo Power Couple. I'm Felia.
And I am Danny. Welcome to our Friday stream.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, everybody. We are doing a double Nindies feature tonight. We're going to be showcasing Holy Potatoes Were in Space by Rising Star Games and Horizon Shift 81 by FLUMP Studios. So thank you guys for providing the games.
Much.
We love our Nindies. There was a Nindie showcase earlier this week
There
that we talked about
was.
on our stream.
And we were saying we're really excited for Inmost. So
Inmost
if
looks
you
good.
guys, from the time that it aired, and if you've seen it now, let us know in the comments.
Yes.
In the chat, in the comments. Jeez. In the
Yes.
chat. What Nindies you're looking forward to. Because we love our Nindies.
So, to kind of talk about the news today, we were really shocked to wake up today and hear the news about Metroid
Yeah.
Prime 4. I think it's fantastic that they did it, though.
It was a really sad video.
Yeah, it was really sad.
Just like, it felt very sincere, at least.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, we had seen on Twitter about the like whole situation before we actually saw the video. But if you watched it like fresh, I can imagine like just being heartbroken a little bit.
Well, the thumbnail was Metroid Prime 4, and then the title was just like like update. It was like
Right,
development update. So
yeah.
you watch it with going into it, thinking like, ooh, is this
Can't
gonna be
wait
footage?
to see something.
Like first look, and then it's kind of like it was very somber and
Yeah.
just kind of telling you like, hey, we are restarting this from scratch. So I know a lot of people were probably very disappointed. You know, we're disappointed, but
yeah.
again, you know, it's better to have, as Miyamoto had said before. I'm going to butcher the quote, but the gist of it was that it's better to have better delay a game and have a good game than have a bad game that's out forever.
Absolutely.
Which is true.
Highly anticipated. Thank you so much for hosting.
Hey, what's going on?
And we were also saying like for me, I know a lot of the times like Zelda games are always delayed. They say it's gonna be
Breath of the
1 year,
Wild.
and then it ends up being like a year or two later, and that's like consistently a Zelda themed thing. But as a huge fan of the Zelda series, like I am always all about like I don't mind waiting another year or two if the game in the end is gonna be a great game, then it's
Yeah.
worth waiting. Especially for like a huge franchise like Zelda or Metroid with like a huge
Animal
fan
Crossing.
base. Animal
No,
Crossing.
Not to worry, everybody.
Oh my gosh, Animal Crossing better not be delayed. But even if it is, I'll be able to deal with it. Yeah, because in the end, if the experience is a great experience, then it's all worth it, I think.
Yes,
it's
it
better
is.
to keep the franchise and keep the games of a certain level than like just pump
That's
it
the quality.
out. Yeah, definitely.
Highly anticipated, so sweet. He says, how's our favorite Nintendo couple? What is going on? And welcome. Yeah, I think it's the same thing that I think we were talking about with Breath of the Wild too. And it's really interesting because you could see like other companies have put out games before that, you know, we see that hit the market, that are glitchy, that, you know,
Yeah.
that bomb. And you know, we're talking about like big titles that have names on them, you
Right.
know. I didn't play it myself. I know Fallout just had a game that I think it was Fallout something. It was Fallout 76. Don't have it, but I know that it was very glitchy and buggy when it came out. A lot of complaints, rushed product, and it kind of puts a damper on that brand. So I think if
Right.
they were to just if they were going to slap Metroid Prime 4 on it, launch it on schedule as a bad game, and just be like, I will make it up on 5, it would have hurt fans.
As disappointed as people are now knowing that it's delayed, they would have been, everyone would be way more disappointed
Yes.
if it was not a game up to the high standards that they hold. So, and I see Malice is saying that he feels the willingness to be honest about the situation was the best. And I totally agree. Like, I thought the video was really awesome. Mr.
Yes.
Takahashi did a great job of, like, kind of being open and honest. And I thought that the wording was really sincere about, like, talking about fans' anticipation and how much they understood the gravity of what would happen if they had to delay it. But in the end, I think it's really the best.
Yeah.
That they're going to delay it and work on making sure the quality is up to the standards.
I see Lee was saying about he wonders what Retro has been working on. Because now Retro, who has done the past 3 Metroid Prime games, is now going to be working with Nintendo on Prime 4. But we haven't heard from them, I think. Has it been is it a decade? I think it's been since
Has it been that
Tropical
long?
Freeze came out on the Wii U. We have not heard anything from Retro. And we know they are. I think somebody tweeted from one of Retro's employees saying that he was a former employee who was working there when this game that they won't mention that they were working on at Retro, he had left the company, but he said now that he sees that game was never released and they're doing Metroid Prime 4, he was saying he wonders, he's not in the company anymore, but he wonders if they're shelving the other game or if the other game's farther along in development, because I guess it's not that big of a studio to have 2 AAA titles working at once. So I'd be curious to see what Retro actually has up their sleeves. Hopefully what they've been working on for all these years doesn't get scrapped for Prime 4.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Even if, like, one is delayed for the other. Maybe,
yes.
Hopefully, because to put in that much
it does
effort
feel like a decade
for that many years, you don't want that game to be shelved either. Because if they're working on it for so long, it's got to be something good.
Tilda Mom, what's going on? Welcome, welcome
Hi,
to our
Tilda
stream.
Mom, how are you?
I see Ray
Happy
says
Friday.
Seeing news like this is better than being kept in the dark. Absolutely. Yes. Can you imagine if they had, put a Nintendo Direct out and then not told anybody, then more times going on, and we're like, where's Metroid?
Yeah.
And then down the road they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we got rid of that a while back.
Right.
Like I feel like,
or just like say it in a tweet or something, or
yes,
something
yeah, that would have been
as significant and what felt very personal
as a separate video all by itself. So kudos to Nintendo for being transparent and letting us know. And I can't wait to play Metroid Prime 4. Part of me really wants to see what this Metroid Prime 4 look like that got canned.
Right.
Like, I kind of hope that we see, like, a trailer or, like, somebody puts up some piece of footage or a screenshot. Because I'm just curious
maybe
how...
eventually in time, somehow it'll, like, trickle out and we'll get to see what
maybe we'll see, like, a Metroid documentary down the road. I just would love to see what it looked like that was so... Like, I wonder what was so bad or what didn't live up to their standards. Was it the gameplay? Was it graphics? Was it just...
Right.
Like, what part of the
was
production that they weren't satisfied with?
Maybe one day we'll get to know.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Yeah, we were just watching, on a quick side thing, we were just watching, what was that? On the Switch, you put it on. I don't know what you did. The Splatoon thing?
Yes, yeah, from the Nintendo UK, Splatoon.
Like their exhibit.
The museum, yeah, the museum.
Yeah, and that was awesome, and they actually, like, I felt like, they showed you a lot of stuff, a lot of the behind the scenes and how Splatoon was actually like created, and they actually showed like
it was like a block of tofu or something. It was like a block of tofu shooting out ink, and it was
beginning stage graphics and how the process of making video games kind of goes about at Nintendo, and I thought that was really amazing. It feels like Nintendo's really being more transparent and open with their audience,
pulling back the curtain a little bit on their process, which is really nice.
It's really awesome.
And yeah, I told them, asked if you cut your hair. It looks cute.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Felia cut her hair for the new year.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't really, like, do anything with it today, so it's a little weird, but it's all right. I just tuck it behind.
And I got to embarrass you real quick on here. So, guys, Felia was in a Nintendo of America tweet yesterday. Like, we were shocked.
That's not embarrassing. I love it.
I was going to put you out on it. For everybody who didn't see, it was about the fitness boxing event Felia went to. I was working on the show, and I went back to Twitter, and we had it was just
so excited.
The notifications were kind of crazy, and I was like, what happened? And when I clicked it, it was all people complaining about where's the direct. So I'm like, I thought they were tweeting. I'm like, what did we tweet that got people so angry? And then I went back down to the bottom of the list, and I had to mute it because I'm like, I can't keep getting notified all day of people complaining about a direct.
Well, it was weird because from my perspective, I saw a text message that you texted our friend, and you were like, I don't think Felia has seen it yet. And then it was like a shock face. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what happened? Did we do something bad that like everybody's like mad at us about or something?
Channel's
gone. Then he called right away before I was able to like text and be like, well, hey, what's going on? He called. So whenever somebody calls, I automatically think it's like a problem.
Yeah. Yep.
So I was a little scared, and then when he told me, I was just like, what? And when I saw the tweet, I'm so grateful for Nintendo for not only inviting me to that event, because it was so much fun working out with Sugary Six Pack and demoing the game for everyone that was there. It was so much fun. And then also to include me on the tweet, I really just appreciate it.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll probably do some more fitness boxing. I know Flame Beacon was asking us about it today. He was asking if we're going to be streaming it again.
We got to keep each other accountable. So
yes.
Maybe we should do some more fitness boxing streams.
I anticipated that. I saw her in the commercials, like, oh snap, yeah. And yeah, Nintendo really
That's how
isn't.
I felt too.
And Nintendo really isn't the most open. We've seen a lot of secrecy, so it's interesting to see this kind of new route they're going, and I hope we see more of it. You know, The directs are nice because they're just like, they put in information when they're ready. Usually, you figure you wait till E3 for big announcements, and Nintendo goes, no, we'll every once in a while we'll put out a video telling you guys what we're working on. So it's been kind of nice seeing this new Nintendo. I'm liking
absolutely. I do too.
So it's sad Metroid Prime 4 is getting scrapped and rebuilt from the ground up, but I mean it's back in the hands of Retro, which gave us the three amazing Metroid Prime games.
Even though we have to wait a little bit longer, I feel like it's reassurance that it's just going to be really great.
So you want to find a space as potatoes?
Find a space.
So we're going to show you guys this game.
I see D-Way said, you're Nintendo famous. Oh, yeah!
Digital Extreme is my gold standard for openness. Until Mom says, what does Digital Extreme do, actually? And Seraphin, yes, it was fitness boxing.
Yep.
So we're going to go in. Now, I have a save file that I worked on, but I want to start it over again to show you guys this game. So it's one of those management games. Like, we just played Sheltered. I think it was last week we played Sheltered from Team 17.
Yeah.
Survivalist one. So we have to proceed. We're going to play normal mode, couch potato mode.
I like couch potato mode.
So there's infinite souls, no achievements, good for some casual fun. What you'll find is that you actually have, like, souls are, I think that's how you pronounce it, S-O-L-S. Souls.
I assume so.
The number you get for souls is how far your ship can fly before the enemy catches up to you. So it's almost like a number that counts down the more you travel to try to avoid the enemy ship that's hot on your tail. So we're gonna go. It says skip tutorial. Well, we both know the tutorial can be a drag. You want to skip it? No, we're gonna show you guys the tutorial. So here it is. So it goes right into the story. Now, if you skip the tutorial, you're gonna skip probably like most of this stuff. I'll show you the part the tutorial comes back from.
I see. Until the mom was saying,
oh, Andy's right. I should have used a different account.
Oh yeah, you could have just used mine.
Yes, very true.
Developers of Warframe. Okay, cool. And it's free to play, so we might have to try that out.
Rex loves Warframe, actually. I see Rex already saying it. Yep. So we have young Hal on the right. He says no escape. Then we have young Gigi on the left. So these are all potatoes, and they're in space, which is kind of what the title tells us. So I'm gonna play through while we talk over the writings. Now with our new graphic, you can see the writing finally.
Yes, this new graphic is working.
So this is what takes place in the past. This is kind of like a flashback. You're literally playing the flashback to when the story is about to begin. So if you skip the tutorial, you miss the flashback, which I think is weird. I think you should play the tutorial to get the story in.
To know what's actually going on.
Yes. So yeah, it's so weird because I feel like if I'm reading it out loud, like I don't want to bore everybody by reading it. Like
let's read it. I think let's read it. Because no one wants to read it, right?
So I will read it. I see Hans says Hal looks like Wonderful 101 hero. The Wonderful 101 is a great game. I hope they port that to the Switch.
Rex says do voices.
So young Gigi says, but at what cost, Hal? How many innocent lives must be lost? No, I will sabotage every one of your missions till my last dying breath. Which is
that doesn't sound like a voice to me.
That's well, there's you. You get to do your...
You'll disappoint me.
There you go. Digital Alexa, thank you for following us.
Thanks for following.
What's going on? Welcome. We are just starting Holy Potatoes. We're in space.
Lee is saying that we should read an accent, play the part. Okay.
So,
young Hal. Regardless, it would be in your best interest to surrender now. You can... What? What can you possibly do?
Sounds like a confused Hal.
Our Armada blots out the sun. You wouldn't stand a chance.
So I'm gonna do young Gigi. I think he's gonna sound like Danny.
Lame.
That's
lame. We need a voice. I think I'm doing like a low voice. You should do a high voice.
I should do a high voice?
Yeah. Right? Right, guys? I don't know.
Yeah,
that might be great.
I don't know a voice that I could do. This is fantastic.
We're
Thank you, guys.
We're already in onesies. It doesn't matter if we look foolish.
So, okay, I'll do... maybe I can do like a raspy one?
Yeah. Rex is saying Navi voice.
Jersey Shore voice. Look what you've done. Now we're out of our comfort zones and doing voices. So, what stereotype Western drawl for young Gigi? He does. Okay, like
okay, try it.
That. So he's like, hey, I can't believe you still call them that. That's
that's great.
That's really
Keep
bad.
Keep going. Don't even think about it.
The Eclipse are nowhere near what they used to be.
This is golden. This is the best stream
Wow.
ever. Enough chatter, old friend. Look, wait, I can't read and do an accent at the same time.
The worse the better. I'm so immersed in this game.
Okay, let me try again. Okay.
You can't
Enough
read and do
chatter,
an
old
accent.
friend. Looks like I just have to beat some sense into you. I don't know why I have a fist. Somehow it's working.
I just like that. Yeah, the whole time Felia's really in character. She's just
I gotta have
waving
a
the fist. So that's still you.
Oh, come on, show me you aren't more bark than bite. I don't know. It's turning something. Like the accent is turning into something else.
He's exploring the different parts of his culture, I guess. He's figuring out who his identity is.
I think
through...
he's from one place in the universe, and then he moved somewhere else, so his accent's like a little bit of both.
So I'll go, we'll beat some sense into this fool, but we have to be quick about it. One of his weapons come online, we're gonna be in big trouble.
Oh, the accent totally works for him.
Kudos to the accent for that one. So now you gotta go.
Okay, my throat hurts.
You picked the wrong voice?
I totally picked the wrong voice.
Lisa said we'd be
Okay.
Oscar nominated. Thank you.
Is it Jigara?
Yeah, Jiraga.
Jiraga. Why do I have this fist? I know all your tricks. We fought side by side for so long. It's getting worse somehow. You can't best me. I'm always a better pilot.
I feel like Hal needs water.
I think so too. I think the voice is gonna somehow change.
So it looks really complicated right now. Top left is telling you kind of what the series of events are that took place. So you move left and right with the D-pad or the control stick. We'll get right back to the voices.
My throat.
Now what you see on the screen, right above where I just selected this character, that says a 10 with a little lightning bolt symbol. That's how many charges your ship has. So these symbols that these characters have, like 4, 6, 5, and 5, you have to build up to your 10 charge. So if I select this person, which is these characters you see, man the weapons. So we're going to attack the hull of this ship, so I'm going to do 5 and 5. And you press Y to fire, so that's our turn. Now just playing through, this is the tutorial again, so it's a set match, you're destined to lose. Your turn.
I missed it. Cosmic Bolt.
I
I missed the first one. I wasn't quick enough.
And at the bottom now, pressing the left and right button, you can actually change where your shield's going to be. So if you want to protect the hull of your ship, or if you want to protect another part of your ship, you can actually change that. I think they want me to go to 1, actually. So...
Lee's saying this is so good. Next time we need a Discord so we can all do different character voices. That's a great idea. And oh, is it turn-based? I thought
Yes.
it was real time.
No, it is turn-based. So you get time to decide what you want to do, which is nice. So again, this is the pass. So hoo boy, here it comes. There is no running from them lasers. So I feel so bad.
I love it. I love it
We
so
just
much.
gotta take it down before it takes us down. I feel so bad.
Take no chances, Jigara. Get our laser weapons operational. We can't afford to miss. He's always been a slippery one.
So Hal has a powerful laser weapon. Laser weapons are highly accurate, can only attack a single target. So we can fire multiple weapons if we have enough charge. So now we have 2 choices to hit. On their side, they have 2 weapons now that you see on the right side. So we're gonna have her shoot at this, and with 6th level of this guy, shoot at the hull. So we're gonna attack both. So when you're done making your selections, you can press Y to fire, and that's how you progress the move. And our HP's in the bottom right corner, and the resulting charge that they have back towards us is there too. So it's, first of all, it's really, I gotta say, it's so nice being able to not have the whole bottom blocked by our original graphic.
Yeah.
Because we'd be apologizing right now for everything we're blocking. We're basically blocking
the whole
nothing.
bottom would be blocking if it was the old,
Yep.
the old graphics. I'm glad this is working out.
Can we get a yeehaw in chat? I like that. Can we get a yeehaw?
Oh, no, yeehaw.
So, we're gonna again try to attack his hull real quick. So I have a little bit more. So I think every turn of the charges add up a little bit more, which is nice. Sarafin, thank you for hosting us.
Sarafin.
So now we're back, and now we have a 15 charge, so we could actually attack more. So we could press I think I'm going to keep going for, maybe I'll shoot more with the laser. 5, and...
I really love the art style that it's done in.
Yes, me too. So once we go through this tutorial, you're gonna see more of like once we're back at the back at our main ship and control and you know fixing up our weapons and our ship, you'll see more involved than just this. So here come the big guns. His ship has far more weapons than we do. We'll have to try something else. I think I just have the trick. Or I have just the trick.
I tried to go easy on you, old friend, but the game is over. No, the games are over.
You did. You went plural.
I went singular.
You went singular.
Plural.
So ZL, there's stasis lock. So if you hold ZL, there's like these special moves we can do. This is gonna stop all of his lasers for this says for 4 turns. So we're gonna do this. So here goes nothing. Stasis lock. He sounds more threatening with the accent, right?
It's so good.
No.
Highly anticipated. Voices are the best idea.
Yes. So we have his ship on lockdown. It's a long shot, but let's try to gun him down.
Bah, you and your tricks, Jigara. This is merely a setback.
We'll have to work on more impressions. Like I'll have to try a Forrest Gump
know.
impression. We'll do Forrest Gump doing this. So now we have a 27 charge. So that gives us, we're able to now attack all of his weapons. So I'm going to actually go through and select each person on a different weapon, because we're not going to attack the whole just yet. We're going to knock down his lasers. So we can now fire all at once, which is nice.
Right. Life is like a box of potatoes.
Acting out character text always makes games better. It does. Felia is just going like this every time. It looks like you're trying to flip off everybody on...
I have to build the rage in my voice box somehow.
So now it's finish him. So we've stunned his ship. This is our chance to take him out. Be careful. He has some other weapon types around. If you could actually press start and go to the help screen right here, and you could go through and they'll tell you all about different types of weapons. But we'll keep up with the action real quick so we can get back to our voices.
Hi, Chicago.
Chicago, what's going on? You're just in time for Danny and Felia Theater.
I don't know, but it's so fun. I think we might have to do this for every game that has text. I don't know. What do you guys think?
That is a lofty promise.
That's a promise we can't keep, but
I think
we could try.
So again, we're gonna try to shoot down all of his lasers right now. So again, all this you miss out if you didn't.
Yeah, it's a lot of information.
Yeah. So now we can go to his hull and try to attack his hull.
Oh my gosh, someone clip it. Legally binding. Oh, no.
Until thank you. Yeehaw! The voices for all games.
Thank you so much for the bits, Until
We will do voices for all of our streams now. We're gonna have to.
We're gonna have to. I guess it's legally binding now.
It's legally binding. Somebody clipped it. It is now legally binding.
Aw, Chicago's stuck in bed with the sleeping pup on him. So lucky.
So, okay, so we'll go back to our voices now. So, okay, that's our cue. We need to live to fight another day.
Why won't you listen? Why won't you understand? If you aren't with me, then you shall simply cease to be. Annihilate them.
So, okay, that's our cue. Oh, it went too quick.
Emergency warp!
My voice was too slow to read that.
Oh my gosh, more voices? Okay.
More voices.
We're gonna need like suggestions for these characters.
I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with.
It won't make sense though, because they're 2 different characters.
Well, that was the past. Now we're in the present, so those characters are gone.
Okay.
Yeah, those characters are gone.
So my female character is just gonna be like really intense.
And my female character doesn't sound like a dude, so I could do.
Until the mouth. Cassie needs a Valley Girl voice. Yes.
I think I'm going to do. I think my voice is going to be. It's going to be really weird because it's going to be such a weird thing for a weird reference. But Adam Sandler, Little Nicky.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm going to do for Mike. So I'll be Faye. You want to be Cassie, and I'll be the other one, Faye.
Okay.
And I'll try Little Nicky and see.
I'll try a Valley Girl. I don't know if I know how to do that, but. Ray's saying just do one voice as high pitched as you can, Danny. So, Faye, what do you need me to get for the hub again?
A lofty promise, clipped by Andy. Thank you, Andy.
god, not this again. Why are you wasting our time with Gingy's journal? Wait, is that Valley? I don't know.
I think so. Cassie!
Like, oh my god.
So, Cassie, there should be valuable information on where Gigi might be held. Who we're dealing with, yada yada, you know, stuff that could lead us to finding him.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Anybody ever see Little Nicky? That's my best attempt at Little Nicky, a movie that happened like, what, in the 90s or early 2000s?
Bad, it's good.
So...
OMG, it's been 6 months since Gingy was kidnapped.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if... I'm adding in.
I know, I'm like...
Like, if there was anything in there that would have helped us, shouldn't we have found it by now?
Well, if someone didn't drench this journal with coffee, I might have, been able to get more out of this.
I'm gonna end up needing more water for that
one. I mean, there is no point in crying over spilt coffee, right?
All that's salvageable is him recounting and patting himself on the back for that eclipse battle he fought a long time ago. You know, the one he told us as kids.
I think I'm losing all the information in this just because of the shenanigans.
I can definitely hear the Adam Sandler. So I just want to make sure who in our chat has never seen Little Nicky and think I've just lost my mind.
I think anybody just coming into this stream is going to be like, what is going on?
Like Ray says, when are we gonna branch out to audiobooks? And Lee says, what we don't realize is that our voice acting auditions for the next potato game.
Oh,
We're gonna be. I think we'll do all the voices.
Yes. I think that's you. You're Faye, right?
He just has a bad smoking habit.
Oh my gosh.
So, I mean, come on, Gigi's a good pilot, but not that good.
More.
More. Even more.
Taking on a full assault from an Eclipse mothership piloted by Hal, the astral premier of Eclipse himself. No one survives that.
Faye definitely needs water, I think,
Faye
in her.
is just really chatty, too.
I chose the one with the most talking, apparently, and I've played this before.
Rex says, Danny, keep it up, and you might get to voice Samus in Prime 4. Oh my gosh.
That would be amazing. I'll voice
gosh.
Samus in Prime 4.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, there's aliens around.
You'd be like, what? They scrapped the other game for this? What was in the other game where Danny's voicing Samus now, and this is the good one? Like, how bad was the original Prime 4?
How bad was the other one that they had to scrap?
Then this is the one we're keeping with.
I think
Let's hunt aliens, everybody. Go boom boom and shoot aliens.
Oh my gosh.
That's, yeah. So before I lose my voice,
if he really ate that blast head on, we wouldn't have a ship to be in. Look at this hunk of junk.
You can tell my voice is going.
Hey, it isn't a hunk of junk, okay? It has a name, a glorious name.
Right, about that name.
That's you.
Awesome, right? I got it off a name generator for all things cool and awesome, okay?
No, it's terrible. Change it.
There's a name more ship
Oh
now.
my god. How dare you? The intergalactic anti-gluten-free super Dorino vegetable shredder McChopper doom ship of endless fury is a beautiful, well thought.
I think there's more Y's on that Fury than you
Fury.
did. I like Lee says, Nintendo, hello, is this the power couple? We heard your voice acting the other day on Twitch, and boy, do we have a role for you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And right, Felia got the Valley Girl down pretty quick, I think. For somebody who said that you had no idea what...
Is that what the Valley Girl sounds like? I think? I'm not sure.
So,
it's stupid and a mouthful.
You're stupid and a mouthful.
that sounds like that's a conversation we've had before, I think. That's our freshiness, fresh
yeah.
Danny and fresh Felia back and forth.
Yeah, maybe. You have like the longest lines too with your throat.
Yep.
Fine. Let's see you come up with a better name for the ship, okay?
So, the Sputnik Sweethearts, what they give us, I think our amazing chat needs to come up with a with a name. So, what should we name our ship? first person to throw out one family friendly, we will name it. So we will name our ship. We're going to hold off for a second. We're going to take this time for everybody to brainstorm and speak amongst yourselves so we can rehydrate with some water.
Yes, that's a good idea.
We're going to be back on Monday. We're going to be just whispering. Like,
we'll be like all hoarse. At least we'll have voices for that day. It'll just be like really deep, raspy voices.
Yeah. We're going to speak in whisper. It'll be like, what's the secret? What are they trying to hide? We're like,
R-Wing? Oh my gosh. I just see what came in. Hopefully, what do we do?
the Marshall champion, R-Wing, or Tater Tosser? Tater, I kind of like
Tater Tosser's really funny. I kind of like that.
Spud Mrs. Gunship. That's a good one. Oh, how do we choose? The awesome Felia, NPC Spudsters.
NPC Spudsters.
Space Tater, the Millennium Tater.
The Millennium Tater.
Well,
I think the Millennium Tater. I don't know.
Just so everybody's aware, it also has 0 out of 500 characters. So the name, I guess, would be pretty much...
It could be a really long one.
Like potato. I like these. Oh, man. How do we choose? We didn't think this one through.
We didn't. They're all too good.
Everyone just pick a word and stick them together like the original name.
Oh, we could literally use all the names as the name.
I see. I tell them I'm saying a Millennium Tater.
I like that one a lot.
Should we go with guys like Millennium Tater? Millennium Tater, I think, might be the one.
Yeah, I think so. That's a really
We had
good
a lot
one.
of good names, but I feel like Millennium Tater. Just so because what we could do 500 characters, but we'll be here forever.
Typing for a half hour.
So Millennium, and then this is the file we'll be playing from now on too. So this will be forever our ship.
Millennium Tater.
I had the ship I had originally when I was playing this was the SS Trinigue.
Oh, is it?
Because Trinigue was our Animal Crossing town, Trinidad and Montague.
Millennium has 2 N's. Whoopsie! I say leave it wrong.
Leave it spelled wrong?
Leave it wrong. Take out an L, so it's all like wrong spelled.
No, I'll do it right.
Okay.
Is it Millennium? It looks so weird. Millennium Tater Tosser. Do Millennium Tater Tosser? We'll add Tater Tosser. So we have Millennium Tater Tosser. Looks good?
Looks good.
Looks good. Double all the letters.
Yeah.
Millennium. So we are the Millennium Tater Toss.
Oh, they cut off the rest. But maybe in the text it'll come in, like the conversations. Yeah.
Oh, they got rid of it. So they basically
500, but you can't use 500? That's
I guess
weird.
so. So, so I gotta do it.
How about the Millennium Tater Toss?
That's terror. Wow, okay. I really like that one. Fine.
It's the Millennium Tater Terms of Service. That's good, Ray. Ray and Rack, that's good.
Why are you here anyway? Aren't you supposed to get the crafting room and therapy room set up?
I meant to change my voice. I'm killing myself.
Right? That's what... Wait, what? That's what you needed from the Star Hub. All right, give me 2 shakes.
So I think Faye's got to have a new voice. What should we name? What should we give? Faye I think she's gonna just somehow adopt her accent from the past. So just so I don't blow my, I'm gonna blow my voice out.
A higher voice, a higher register for a girl.
Yes. Want me to do a girl, really bad girl voice?
Please.
Okay.
Please do.
All right, is that what our chat wants?
I think we need a high-pitched voice from NPC Danny, right?
Oh, Spudnik. Oh, that would have been awesome. Spudnik.
Can we go back now?
It's all I've ever wanted. Okay. Whew. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Malice is saying ready the club sniffers.
And so that's the end of our stream today.
I think you gotta do it now.
I gotta do it now.
I think you gotta do it.
Gotta do it
you
now.
committed.
I can do it.
I guess Faye is gonna change her voice somehow.
She can change her voice now. She has to go cough first.
Okay.
Remember not to overspend. We're almost out of starch and resources.
That is so darling. Oh my gosh. We both know I probably will, but if we run out, we gotta go get more. Couple of exploration should do the trick, okay?
Hashtag darling Danny, oh boy.
Isn't that the most darling thing you've ever heard?
So right now they're saying, time to get to work. Top left panel shows HP and fuel. The hull hits 0, we go bye-bye. So we got to protect the ship. I forgot we were playing a game. Like, we're doing the voices. I'm like, what is? Oh, this is the game. This is the game we gotta explain. The other panel on the right shows resources and starch. Reminds us how poor we are. That's how all of our bank accounts are. Like,
Yeah.
So we've docked at the Star Hub right now. Let's go get what Faye needs from there. So we can move left and right. So whatever is shiny, they're saying, is what you're going to select. So we're going to select the hub, travel to our hub. The Star Hub.
Explorations are better together.
Explorations are better together. So the Star Hub offers free refueling and repairs to get more edibles to stop by. Let's pop by the upgrade shop. So we're going to select it. We're going to select our upgrade. So we have to get both, actually, for the tutorial wise. So again, this is all stuff you would miss if you skip the tutorial.
Yeah.
Because I'll show you how far it gets in before the tutorial kicks in. Because I've actually done it. I've replayed it twice, and the second time I said no tutorial, and it just stopped. I started in the middle of the game, and I'm like, wait, where's the story? So proceed with this.
So you kind of like, if you're playing it the first time, you should definitely do the tutorial.
So sweet, we got what Duchess Tyrant wanted. Let's head back to the ship. So we're gonna go back to the ship now. So we get to reprise our voices soon, I think. Every one of our crew members are unique little snowflakes. They have skills that will be useful on exploration. So the characters are also based on like other pop culture references. So we're gonna craft weapons real quick. So pressing left and right, you could select what you want to do. So we're gonna go to the crafting workshop, and we're gonna craft. I think they just have us this gun right now. Select the crew members. So we have Spuffy, which is a Spud Buffy, the Vampire Slayer.
Super cute.
Scallion Johnson, Johansson, so which is Scarlett Johansson.
Oh.
And then we have Jorge Looney, or it's George Looney, I guess. Which I guess is just George Clooney. So we could pick which one. So we do Spuffy, and we'll build her. She'll be crafting this gun. Go down to the gun. I think, wait, did I do it? Oh, exit this room is B now. Okay, so he's gonna do it. So we have to complete all of our objectives before we can go to the next galaxy. The bottom right panel shows the souls we have left before the Eclipse catches up with us. So basically we're running away from the Eclipse, which is the enemy ship, I think it's the same big ship from the beginning of the game. They're trying to catch up with us. Bottom right corner, we have 10 souls left, and we have to keep ahead, or else I guess we get attacked. I have not gotten attacked yet in my playthrough. So I see it says, so George is a crafting specialist that give him buffs to crafting, or is that just flavor? It might be just flavor. I haven't gotten to really test it out too much yet. We're going to do some more work with them in a second, so we'll check to see if there's anything extra we get with deciding who does what based on their crafting or other buffs that they have. So let's see. So we're gonna go travel real quick, and here's our galaxy right now. Here's our space hub, and we're gonna go to this planet. So fuel cost is 9, and it's gonna tell us it'll tell us that it's gonna cost souls to do. So we have 10 souls left. So we can take off, and then you get to customize your ship and everything. 1 soul later, 9 souls left. So now we're in a completely new galaxy now. And here's our overview screen. So it is a management game. Rex said it's a resource management game with some turn-based combat. That is absolutely correct. It gets really, really complicated, especially when we're doing voices.
You definitely need the tutorial before starting, just to kind of like get a grasp
Yes.
of all the menus and stuff like that.
So this is our crafting. We're crafting this gun right now. So Scallion Johansson has this gun. You have storage, which you can see other stuff that we have. You can check out our crew. So as for what their specialty is, so let's see. So George Looney, shrapnel crafting, 5% chance to produce better shrapnel when crafting. So there you go. So he would be better at crafting if you wanted to do something that has shrapnel, I guess, in it. And artisan level 1, 10% chance to produce a better weapon when crafting. So
that's cool.
So he's our crafter. Spuffy has combat, it looks like, and system restore, and then Scallion has laser fortification and laser repair. So I guess she'd be more of like our medic, I guess, to heal our ship. That's our pilot. You could eventually equip more things to the pilot if you'd like. You can see, so there's Faye, which is my character, I guess, and Scallion, which is yours. Treasure we haven't gotten yet, but I'm guessing in space you can find treasure. Research. Again, this is something I haven't covered yet in the game either. We can upgrade. So you can upgrade things. Part of the management thing you can upgrade in your ship. And customize, we only have this one right now, so we could do it real quick because it's unlocked for us. So you can decide what your ship's going to look like, and there's other options that'll tell you reach a certain criteria and you can unlock them.
Are you changing the ship to blue?
Yep, so now it's blue.
Nice.
So sweet, we made it. Let's check with Fate real quick. So we can press
Rex
Y.
is asking, is he a sugar cube or a tofu? Maybe sugar cube? I don't know. Oh boy, we have
dialogue.
more dialogue.
So, alright, so female voice for Faye.
We made a big promise here with all this dialogue.
Yeah. So,
I'm assuming we're here orbiting this charming planet because you ran us out of starch.
You were adorable. Oh my god.
Darling Danny.
You were so cute. OMG. I like to think that if I'm here to get us more richies, right? Yeah.
Riches?
Riches. More spoils. Don't be such a wet blanket.
I just like that you improv.
Richies.
That you improv.
I can't stick to the script. I'm sorry.
So what are we running low on? Everything?
You're adorable.
I sound like what the stereotypical doing a joke of a granny would sound like, I think. Almost.
I don't know. Richie. Hashtag Richie.
Is that Richie's?
10 points to Hufflepuff.
I'm an Avenclaw. We both know that. But I digress. Do whatever needs doing, Cassie, but do it quick.
It sounds like when a mother would call you, a disapproving mother on the phone.
You gotta do a lot of this.
Yeah.
You gotta do a
Do
lot of
whatever
pointing.
needs doing, Cassie, but do it quickly. We have a couple of souls left before those Eclipse lackeys catch up with us.
Yeah, I think it's progressively getting worse, the
Starchy
accent.
and Hash again. Talk about persistence. They just don't understand us women. I mean, no means no, you know? I mean, I'm guilty of always talking about wanting someone who traveled across the universe from me, okay?
I like Rex. It is getting less high-pitched and more grandmotherly.
Yes, it is.
It is.
It was cute and darling, and now it's just like an old granny just doing that.
Well, Faye is aging rapidly. We haven't gotten to that part of the story yet.
But no, not like this, man. Not like this.
Yeah, well, I don't want to get shot down in space, or worse, put in an Eclipse cell.
I'm severely disappointed.
Yeah,
that's the voice is
turning into Granny.
So get what we need from this planet, and we can head back to the hub and warp the Spud off before they catch up with us. Our ship's still reeling from the last time they tagged us.
Yes, Task Mistress Faye. Peon, go work now. Work.
So what's up, Bellame? How's it going? We are playing Holy Potatoes. We're in space from Rising Star Games.
But there's a lot of shenanigans going on today, and we apparently are doing voices for the whole game.
So I think, did you say in the beginning that we have to do voices, and then our chat quickly agreed with that?
Oh, was that me? I'm sorry.
I think you said, hold on, because I started reading, and you said, wait a second, we should do voices.
I stand with it. It's way more fun with voices, I think.
Oh, Chicago, have a good night. Chicago said his pup woke up.
Aww,
have a good night. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you Monday.
Yes, have a good weekend.
Bye. Bye. So if you just joined in now, we are doing weird voices for our characters. Felia is Cassie, and I am Faye. So
I did that one already.
So now it's time for exploration of planet's surface. So now here's when we're going to start seeing more of the turn-based action. So we're gonna go to the bridge and select it, and then we assign our characters, like with assign our crew members to certain parts of the ship. So in the beginning, when we were selecting weapons that had a certain amount of charge and they had little characters' faces, those are the crew members who are manning those weapons, and these are now, you're gonna see our crew members in action, so.
Oh boy, I see Ray is saying which one of you is going to do the smug squirrel voice. It definitely ain't gonna be me.
I'll do, when we play Animal Crossing on the Switch, I will do Marshall's voice.
Oh my gosh, what does Marshall sound like? It's probably really annoying.
Probably more like Little Nicky. I'll go back to Little Nicky. Maybe, that would probably, but maybe that would be Marshall's.
Really annoying.
Yeah, it'll be, Marshall's voice will be annoying, where it'll be both low and high pitch at the same time somehow.
It'll just keep like going all over the place, like you can't, and then he'll break into like different accents. It'll change.
Yeah,
midway.
I think that sounds like Marshall. That's a Marshall thing. Okay, so we could look at our different weapons right here and choose our crew members. So I think we'll have, because she was good for combat, Spuffy is going to be manning this area, and we'll give her just Boom Barrage. So we'll give her that one, and then we can decide. I think we can pick. I think what's the next one? Sorry, just trying to figure out. There we go. Okay.
Oh, Lord Drake, a
There we go.
more smug Alvin the Chipmunk. That sounds kind of accurate.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
So there we go. So you can press the L and R buttons, shift you between stations. So now if you go here, we're going to give...
oh, Belaine, thank you for subscribing with Prime.
Oh, thank you so much. There's
Hi.
some hype for everybody.
Hi. Thank you so much.
Was it because of the voices? No. We're working on, as Lee said, our Oscar nomination for voice acting. So we'll do a pea shooter.
Working on that call from Nintendo to voice the next video game.
Yes, Samus. Maybe we could do Samus being the old grandmother too. That could be, we could work on that.
It'll be like a
thing,
timey-wimey thing where it's like you could do the old grandmother voice and then I could do the like Valley Girl voice.
And we'll just...
So it's like it'll be one is the younger version and one is the old lady version of Samus.
We could do that. That sounds good.
That's a good one, right?
So now we're about to explore and do our first set of battles with people. So now, just like at the beginning when we had our ship, now we have Spuffy and Johansson running as weapons now. So press start A to start, and we could start flying around. So we're gonna be looking for different things, looking for gear, and hoping we don't run into anybody. So so I think Pink is me then. So.
We've picked up the signals of some weird metallic box floating out in space. Do we want to reel it in and see what it is? The scanners didn't find anything wrong with it.
Oh, you turned into a granny.
So what do you guys think? Bring it on board for what? Scanners didn't find anything wrong with it, so bring it on board. So they bring it on board and open it up. What do they find? It's filled with all sorts of junk. Said so. So we get some status effects from that. We could have left it behind and kept going, but instead now we have that. So then we continue. So we're going to continue exploring this planet, and we're going to now fight what looks like Mickey Mouse.
I see, Lord Drake. Yes, we painted the ship blue. It was originally yellow in the menus. You can actually switch it, and there's like a whole bunch of unlockable different colors and stuff too.
And you can unlock more as you play the game.
Hashtag Granny Danny.
Yeah, Granny Danny. So now it is your voice now, because you have...
Those heavy weaponry look like trouble. OMG, targeting the hall might be a good idea.
So, I gotta do Mickey, huh?
Oh, it's a new person.
Yeah, this is an enemy now, so now we have an enemy we're facing. And I can tell you from experience from playing this earlier, that you get to a certain point, like if you overpower the enemy, they try to pay you to let them go.
Oh.
So you could either accept the money and let them go, or destroy them. And usually I've just annihilated everybody, and you get more money for annihilating them. So just a heads up.
Pirate voice! Lord Drake, pirate voice.
So, arr, don't be shaking it. Oh my god. That's a pirate who choked on his own
Another pirate that smokes too much.
Yeah, he was hanging out with, looks like he was hanging out with the other character
Rex
before.
is saying, can either of you do a Mickey Mouse voice?
Can you do Mickey Mouse voice?
Oh, don't be shaking your boots now! Oh, wait.
I think we have a winner. No, I think we have a winner. So you're gonna...
That's close enough, right?
Yes.
It's close enough to me.
So you're gonna do Mickey, you're gonna do both voices.
I guess I'll do Mickey, yeah.
Okay, so we'll just pick... Now we're gonna try to his.
Golly!
Sorry.
My drink.
So we're gonna pick now. The hull is protected. He has they have the shields up, so we can actually select the hull or their weapon. So we're gonna try to shoot at their weapon, I think.
Blast it.
Good. Okay, so we got a shot, and they get to fight back. So once we see what they're targeting, you can now decide at the bottom, pressing L and R, where we want to shield as well. So I still think they shot at our lasers. I think probably keeping it on the that should be fine. Okay. So I don't think you get to do your Mickey Mouse voice a little bit more. But I really want to hear more Mickey Mouse.
I gotta practice the Mickey.
So Unshakable Battleship is trying to buy its escape with $557. Do we accept?
No. Crush him.
So because I know Ryan Drayson is not here tonight.
Oh, he would definitely say crush him.
Ryan Drayson is our resident. Yes,
say crush him.
He's our resident. Kill them all, like when we play the game.
Wipe them all out.
So I go on a Dan page.
Yeah, I think you gotta go on a Granny Danny Dan page.
If I have to. That was like 8 different voices. I think that was a confusing voice. So this is for Ryan Drayson. This is for you. We're gonna
I think he'll appreciate that.
Yes, we're not gonna accept the offer. We're gonna attack him now.
Oh, Ryan is here! Hey,
oh, Ryan's here! Oh, Ryan is here! What's up, Ryan?
Just in time to see it.
What is going on? So Ryan, this is for you. We are gonna incinerate him for you. So now he's gonna leave in 3 turns. So we have 3 turns to destroy him.
I think we can do it.
Yes. So we have enough charge to get both of them firing on him. So we are gonna try to put fear into Mickey Mouse and not let him go. So we have 2 turns. We can totally do it. We have he'll get 13.
It's almost done.
We're gonna just
He's got like a sliver.
We're gonna go on the
power left.
We're gonna go on the Dan page. As that was perfect time. Oh, you've been here since. That was such a bad Metroid game. Was much worse. Bummer.
Oh, great. I guess we didn't see you in the chat, but I'm glad you're here.
Andy says Ryan Drayson was # super lurker. Well, welcome, Ryan. Good to see you.
Helping the elderly, another old lady.
Guys, I was born for this part. So Cassie and Faye are on their way back to help their ship when they notice that an old lady has fallen down. Her groceries scattered everywhere. No one else seems too inclined to help her. So we need to help her. Come on, or we need to get going. Someone else will help her.
We'll help her. It's an old lady. She needs help.
So...
Do any other voice, quick!
What are we killing? We destroyed the airship. So Mickey Mouse got destroyed.
So we only got a very brief Mickey Mouse impression on that one.
So let me see. I don't know if she talks to us when we do this.
I think you should help her. She's an old spud.
So Cassie races to the old onion lady's side.
Oh, she's an onion.
And helps her up while Faye picks up her groceries as they escort her back to her house where her son gives them a sum of starch out of gratitude for their help. We got $350.
Oh, yes.
Is it... Do they really... Is that how much money it
cost to help an old lady out?
Because I will drive around looking for old ladies who are spilling groceries all day. Like, that'll be...
There's something wrong about that. Like, trying to profit off of helping old ladies? I don't know. Maybe you should just do it because it's the right thing to do.
Oh, yes. No, it is totally the right thing to do.
You're trying to get starch somehow?
But...
Triples! Hey,
what's up, Triples?
Kill the voices you hate, spare the ones you like.
So let's see. So now we just helped that old lady out. I wish the old lady had talked. So I think this is it looks like the Bill from Capitol Hill.
What does he sound like again?
Because I'm just a Bill, right?
Yeah,
is that
something
maybe?
like that.
So now he says, "Leave us alone."
Those heavy weaponry look like trouble. Targeting the hall might be a good idea.
So I guess we'll do. The puns are selling. There's a lot of puns. I love the potato puns. So leave us alone. I seriously, my voice, the back.
Do a higher one, maybe.
He's gonna be an elderly lady too, I think.
Okay.
Leave us alone.
Oh, she's like frail.
Yeah.
She's like a frail old lady. Oh my gosh.
I see Belle's asking, what kind of game is it? Is it overarching story or is it singular missions? How would you guys describe it? There is an overarching story. We are right now playing through the tutorial still, believe it or not. If you skip the tutorial when you first start up the game, you're going to miss all of this.
But it's also kind of confusing too, so we'd recommend doing the tutorial because they give you a lot of backstory and stuff too.
And again, just
And
to
help
show
you
you
navigate
guys,
the menu.
we can press start, go to help, and it'll tell you, like, to fire weapons, select them from the control panel, lock on a target, hit the fire button, and watch the fireworks. So it'll actually show you, explain what charge means and how much charge each character needs to fire. Your shields, explaining how you can protect the hull or protect other vehicles. We could escape. You could actually escape if we get overpowered.
Rex says the tutorial to help you nail down the voices.
It does.
It really is. Yeah.
That is kind of what that's the perfect way to describe the tutorial. We can nail down the voices through tutorial. The main game starts. We're ready for the voices.
We got this. We'll have a whole worksheet, like an Excel sheet with all the voices and which ones they were.
Be like, so this one is elderly granny. Okay, we got this. We got
Frail
this.
Elderly granny. There's like different levels of them.
And then we kind of realized that we don't know how to play the game. We're like, now that we're done talking, how do we actually play this?
Annihilated in a second.
They also show you the weapon types too. So each weapon type has different critical hit, and I guess that's acceleration. I'm not sure what the ACC stands for just yet. But there's laser wave, there's a unique type of weapon, railgun, missile, and shrapnel. So as we talked about before with George Clooney character, the shrapnel is the type of weapon we can create, and using him, we'll get our better odds of getting a better, stronger weapon based on shrapnel. So I think shrapnel might spray on other weapons. So you can, Danny, you can kind of growl when you talk for your next character, or gravelly voice too rough. I'll try that one. Maybe I'll give him a gravelly voice now. So let's see. So we're going to try to attack the hull, because the hull is the main part of the ship. That's what we want to really destroy. But I think we can destroy the shields first, because his shields are up. Excuse me. So.
Oh.
Yeah, so maybe we could protect. So I'm going to move at the bottom of the screen, L and R button. I'm going to protect the hull of the ship. So let's go back. We have a 4 charge, so we can only still select one character. But I want to knock out that shield, I think, right?
Yeah. There we go. Nice.
Boom. Okay. Yeah. So luckily we still have, and each weapon has its own experience points, as you guys can see. So we are going to use. We still can't do 2 yet.
Rex is saying characters you're about to murder ruthlessly are good testing rounds for voices you're not
That's
too
true.
sure if you can do.
That is true. It's like a one voice, and then when they die, it's like, I guess there goes that one.
Nailed it.
Okay, so now we could actually attack this hull even more, which is what I want to do. So, okay, so it is a turn-based strategy game. So this is the RPG elements of the game. As you see, we're earning points based on our performance. And we finished exploration, so like one voice line in ARG. So now we found $1,818 of starch. We found fuel, because it does cost fuel to fly around. We dealt 1,100 points in damage at least, which is good. And we have encounters. We've won 2 encounters, and we encountered the elderly lady up there. So
we helped her out.
We helped her out. So let me see, because I think we're still in the tutorial. Yep. I'll show you guys. We're coming up to the point where the tutorial would end. So we gotta press Y to complete the objective right now, because we finished up. You can actually press X. X gets us to this screen again. So I know when Andy was asking about changing the color of the ship, under Customize, you can change the color. So, like this phase pink Rockstar's Lockcraft 30 weapon. So, higher Tarth Tater.
Tarth Tater. Oh,
that's amazing.
Adorable.
So,
Flying Tiger, what? What was that? Hidden Kitten?
Flying Tiger, Hidden Kitten. Collect the Eye of the Kraken.
Oh, cute.
So, defeating enemies. So, after a while, we'll be able to actually upgrade our ship to have more, our Millennium Tater terms of service, as Rex is putting it. It's TOS. So, let's go back. And now we can press Y, and now we got to do our voices again.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Dunzo, it should be plenty.
Sigh, I guess this will have to...
It's the perfect voice for disappointed. Like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
I guess this will have to do.
I guess
Terrible.
this will have to do? I think you mean thank you, Captain, my captain, for all your hard work. I will get you your drink from your spacebar now.
We're out of lemon juice and vodka.
Of course we are.
We're broke. Well, a little less broke now. Here, have some of this refreshing beverage instead.
By a refreshing beverage, do you mean water?
It is refreshing. I'm not wrong.
Oh, that's something an old lady would say.
Right, and try to give you water.
Everything is terrible.
It's about to be much worse if we don't start heading back to the warp gate at the hub.
Is she getting more frail as we go along,
She is getting more and more frail. I think Granny needs a nap.
I like Rex. It went from high pitch to Granny, and I think we're going to Toad now.
Oh, yes, it does kind of sound like Toad, too.
Yeah. I don't...
Ready for adventure!
We need to warp to the next galaxy wherever that is to throw them off our scent.
Man, we just cannot catch a break. Back to the hub then. Think they'll have vodka back at the hub?
Think our starch cache would magically double in weight by the time we get back?
A simple no would have been sufficient, sassball.
You called me Sassball before, I think.
Sassball. That's a good one, sassball.
So now we gotta
I think I'm doing really stupid faces while I'm trying to do these voices. Rex, Felia, the woman of a million voices. Oh, yeah.
I like it's not vodka because that's made from potatoes. Yep, it's vodka. They changed the name. Yep. So we're gonna travel. Now we gotta travel back to the Star Hub now, which is where we started in the beginning of the game with. So we have fuel costs. So we have 8 souls left. So let's travel on back. So now we have 7 souls left. We made it back on Please. Let's see if Faye has anything for us to do. So press Y to complete the objective.
We're back!
I look, you were like at 100 on that.
She's excited. She's flipping out. What do you want me to do? What do you want from me? We're back, and in the black, starch falling out of my back.
Cass, do the universe a favor and never write lyrics.
She's just like a grandma, not encouraging. It'd be splitting amazing. No, you know what? I already am amazing, and I am a star.
I like sputting is like to replace possible swear words.
Yeah.
Which maybe we'll have to do that in our future.
Our stream.
Because we always talk about like trying to replace curses when we play games that are really frustrating.
Yes.
So maybe sputting seems
amazing.
Cute.
You're named after a few stars. Cassiopeia, as I am.
Sorry.
As am I. Does that make me a star too? For Spud's sake.
You're such a cute little granny.
I want to make a really good old grandmother one day, I think.
I think you will. You'll grow into being a very sweet little old grandma.
Yeah.
I'm a glorious glowing star. The center of everything. The planets dance around me.
Real quick, I see Andy said, how much does this game cost? This is, I think, $14.99 right now.
Yes.
So you said you're going on your wish list to be bought after you backlog.
Although I don't think that price includes the voices. So
I know,
just be aware of that.
There is DLC, the Danny and Felia voice pack. That's where you play the game and we just go on Discord with you. We just talk and while you play the game. We read for you while you play.
Use the code NPC for your DLC pack.
Yes, that's... Akita, thank you for the bits. Welcome to our Friday stream. We're doing voices and reading.
It's Friday, so we needed to get some shenanigans going. So we decided to do voices for all the scenes.
So if you take my money, so if you guys want, you can make sure you tweet at Rising Star Games and let them know you want the Danny and Felia NPC voice pack as future DLC. Please do and tag us in it, and we'll make sure that we get that done. We'll put that up.
If we can work it out, we definitely will. This is too much fun.
Andy keeps putting in a lofty promise.
Oh my gosh.
So now you get to go continue with your Valley Girl. Felia is playing the role of a Valley Girl, and I am playing the role of an elderly granny.
Like, you're more like one of those old dying ones, all moldy with negativity, full of gas and flatulent and stuff.
That's a grandmother! I picked the perfect voice for
How
Faye.
did you know? How did you know?
How did I know? Even though I've already played this, how did I know?
Because you embody her spirit. That's how you knew.
Dot, dot, dot.
I like that you read it out loud.
Well, it's that's the quality you get with the NPC voice pack DLC for Holy Potatoes Were in Space.
Oh my gosh. So
I hope Danny's grandmother isn't watching this. Me too. Hi, Grandma.
Where we needed this time?
Doesn't matter. We still have 0 information on where Gigi's at.
So I'll just dance my fingers across the coordination panel like I always do.
Yeah, anywhere but here. And if there's any last minute stuff you need from the hub, go get it. We won't be coming back here.
That is very much a grandma thing to say.
That is, yes.
All right, we're going for you, Grandma. Wait, no. Start over. All right, we're coming for you, Grandpa. Why can't I figure this out? We have no idea where you are, but we'll get there eventually.
So again, guys, this is still part of the tutorial. You would miss all of this story if you click skip in the beginning. So if you've already picked this game up and you want to play it for your own, do not skip the tutorial if you want to replay what we're doing now for yourself.
Right, and you just lost your grandma demographic.
I know, we're gonna go to Twitch and be like, all the grannies just unsubbed and unfollowed.
Hey.
Really,
Man.
our apologies to any grandmothers on Twitch who are watching.
No, they'll feel represented in the gaming community. This is
their voice.
We're trying to include everyone. That's what the NPC is all about. Gaming is better together. We want the grandmas gaming.
That's true.
Right?
That's true. Yeah. That's
Nothing
true.
wrong with the grandmas gaming.
So we gotta press the minus button to select the warp gate. So are you gape? Are you sure you like to warp to the next galaxy? So proceed.
Reading is hard, you guys.
It is. Gassy gaming grandmas. Oh, Tillamom says, that's right, Tillamom said, I am a grandma and I don't sound like that. My apologies to Attila the mom. We do not represent all, we put a disclaimer up, we do not represent all grannies.
You're a glamma. You're a glamorous grandma. You're not the type
Is that
of...
a thing or did you just make that up right now?
Grandma.
I've never heard that phrase in my entire life.
You are definitely a glamma. You're not the old, frail grandma.
So you get to do your voice still.
I made that way longer. I'm still not used to this whole warping business.
So
use the bucket this time. I'm not cleaning up that crap again.
But you're
is that
my
our first
sister.
NPC? Is that considered our first NPC swear, by the way? I didn't realize that was there.
What?
Crap.
That's not a swear.
Yeah, I guess not.
Maybe not.
Yeah, that's probably that's
it's
as
the
close.
way you use words.
That's
right?
as close as
it's just like
banned from Twitch. Rex is saying we've officially gotten banned from Twitch.
Oh boy.
We should have put not safe for work on this stream. That was.
We have to shut the whole thing down.
That's what I get for
you're my sister. You're supposed to take care of me.
That's what I get for just reading. Like
I know.
That's pretty much the Ron Burgundy, like just reading the teleprompter without like just saying what you're reading.
Yes.
Right, Lee. Whoa. So apparently I'm your younger sister.
Oh my god. So should I be a grandma?
I don't know. Maybe there's some time warping we're gonna get to in the story.
Oh my gosh, I want to say something, but if anybody hasn't played Breath of the Wild, then they won't understand.
We'll understand.
Sisters, Breath of the Wild, age differences, just saying.
I've played it. I don't know. We'll have to talk about it later. I don't know what you're talking about.
Read my mind. Cup of tea, Rex, he got it.
Wait. Oh, okay, yeah.
I didn't want to say it just in case anybody hasn't played Breath of the Wild. I don't want to ruin anything, but yeah. Ready, snap? That's right. So that's what's going on here.
So,
I'm your younger sister.
I'll do quotes for that one.
You should be taking care of me.
No, I'm so sorry. But But the whole useless older sister trope is cute. And I take care of.
Oh, okay. So this is the
obnoxious potato.
Obnoxious potato coming. So this is where the story begins. This is where if you were to skip the tutorial, the beginning of this conversation right now, the first 2 lines we did, that you would miss everything else. So when I played the tutorial, I think up to a certain point, and then I went to go restart, and I was like, let me just skip the tutorial and get to the story, and started here, and I'm like, wait, what are they talking about? So I had to go back and replay the tutorial, get to this part, and I'm like,
it's a lot, yeah.
We've been playing for over an hour.
Give him a gruff voice.
I'll try the gruff voice.
Okay, I was gonna do it, but then I'm like, should you?
Hey, you're late.
Like that?
Yeah, sure.
Excuse me?
You've got a lot of range,
I gotta go back in.
There's been another incident. We've called you a soul ago. Took you long enough to respond.
Whoa, buddy. You've got the wrong spuds. You just...
Oh, this is gonna win everybody over.
That warping space cat has been a menace for far too long, stealing our food, knocking stuff over on purpose.
Did you say warping space cat? How was that even possible?
Oh,
It's just enough technology.
Spud if I know.
Knew.
Spud if I knew.
It blinks all over the place, stares us dead in the eye, and then knocks glasses and ceramics off the shelves.
Like a cat. I love it.
Yes.
My precious China plate collection. Arg.
The Charlie Brown arg. Hey, what's up, Ashley?
Hi, Ashley.
We are doing voices for the game, blowing out our vocal cords, because we're working on that DLC pack, I think.
Yes, we have to.
Basically, Rising Star Games, you guys can just take the stream, just take the audio, and you're already halfway done.
Clip all the pieces.
Clip all the pieces. You're welcome.
It's Friday. We had to get some shenanigans going.
So, now that you're here, animal control, nab that thing and get rid of it.
But we're not animal.
Absolutely, sir. We will have it out of your hair. My apologies. Poor choice of words.
I love the eyes.
Wait, what? We will?
Think about it. If we caught this space cat, then we can warp at will. I could probably develop some new tech if I studied it for a while, and...
That will solve our warp problems! Genius!
Those DK eyes, that's right. Those are the DK eyes.
Oh, yeah!
That's you.
Oh, sorry. All right, I got this.
So you get to pick. Which line do you want to read? You decide. I'm going to grab a water real quick. You decide.
Okay, I think I'll do not to worry, sir, right? Yeah, not to worry, sir. My trusty psychic and I will solve your pesky cat problem. I'll have some water too, actually. Thank you.
Yes. So, that one.
Trusty psychic.
You're what? If anything, you are my...
Bah, I couldn't care less. Just get rid of that thing, or don't you dare show your face.
No time to waste. To the Millennium Tater Toss.
I like tater toss, I think.
Let's start by checking out surrounding planets. It couldn't have gone too far.
So now we're on Curiosity, kill the ...
Aw, how cute.
So that is the first mission. So now we're able to start navigating our rooms. And this is when the game will really start coming to life. The tutorial is over with. But I think, should we switch over to our other game? Yeah, we've been
playing this for like an hour, and I think you guys kind of have a good idea of what the menus are like, what the battles are like, the different functions that your characters can do. If you have any other questions, let us know. We'll try to cover the questions for you. But I think we're going to stop here for now because we have our other Nindie to show you guys.
Let me check one thing real quick.
I don't know what you're checking.
Yes, I just want to double check. Yeah, so for everybody who doesn't know, this was... Well, we'll have to do the voices. next game needs voice. We'll do voices for other games.
We definitely will.
So Andrew Stevens provided us this game. Andrew is the same one who gave us Trailblazers. If you guys were with us on that stream, Andrew actually joined our stream and raced with us on Trailblazers. Really awesome.
Really awesome. And if you guys have any questions about the game that we didn't cover today so far, let us know, and we'll definitely get some answers for you guys.
Yeah, so he just went to PAX West. South. Yeah, he went to PAX South and everything. But he sent us this game, so thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Rising Star Games.
Lee said people are going to buy this game and wonder why there isn't voices.
Lee.
That's what I said,
Is
Lee.
it Lisa?
No, I said Lee said.
Oh, I thought you said Lisa.
I said
sorry.
Lee said.
I'm not used to hearing our regular voices anymore. I can only understand a Valley Girl, Felia.
Lee said people are going to buy this game and wonder why there isn't voices.
So before we shut it off, just to show you guys, you can actually load based on from the latest sold hub visit or galaxy. So if you do go to a different galaxy and mess up, it's almost like having an autosave, I guess. So if you want to go back to a previous state before you might have done something, there are loads you can do once you get to this point of the game. So let me just exit the return to start screen just in case it saves.
And I think we will go back.
Yes, I'm going to have to switch it back real quick. So we're going to switch.
Rex said, Felia, you went from I'm not sure I can do the Valley Girl voice to snapping right into it on command.
Right?
Thank
she
you
hustled
guys for, totally hustled, for dealing with our shenanigans with the voices, because now we're practicing voices. Why not?
So that was Holy Potatoes Were in Space. It's $14.99 on the eShop right now. It's a lot of fun. It's a great management game, and as you guys see, there's a lot of humor involved.
Especially when you do silly voices to bring out the humor.
It's $14.90. Yes, it's $14.99. But if you get the $19.99 deluxe version, we come to your house and sit on the couch with you, and we just narrate the whole game for you.
Thing, but it would be awesome.
That's what we do. We just sit on the couch. You got to provide us food.
I think this might be false advertising. Wait, okay, so pizza.
Mm-hmm.
There's a contract. There's pizza and
there's a lot of paperwork involved, but basically we just sit on your couch, and when you're done playing the game, we could either go home or we just sit there and wait till you start again. That's how that's gonna work.
That's a good deal, you guys.
So now Horizon Shift 81 is by FLUMP Studios. I think it was Frozen Slacker on Twitter had tagged them in it and tagged us and got us connected to the company, which was really awesome. So thank you, Frozen Slacker.
Thank you so much, Frozen Slacker.
So now this is an arcade game, so it has a lot of cool features. And
if you like the classic arcade games, I think you'll like it a lot. It's really cute.
And I believe, I'm 99% sure that you can actually take this on your Switch and turn it vertically and play vertically.
Oh, we haven't actually tried that.
We have to test that out. A lot of this stuff, it's tougher to do with showing you guys on the stream.
Until the mom says she needs her own onesie. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we'll bring our onesie because we have so many of them. Did you change the thing?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So, FLUMP Studios. So I don't know if it makes a difference.
We have plenty of onesies to share. Don't worry about it.
Let me just fix this and do, Yes, nice. Okay, just one update.
Update the info on Twitch.
Just so people aren't coming in here and
looking for the wrong game. So
the only thing with us now with this one is we're going to be blocking the high scores up there, but that's all we're going to be pretty much blocking.
And it's up and down. You'll see the action happens on the top and the bottom, so we shouldn't block too much of it.
Yeah, so at the top, we're blocking a little bit, but I'll tell you, there's Arcade Classic. So it's the classic arcade style gameplay. Starts with 3 lives, and you fight your way through all the levels, checkpoints on, and after every boss battle. And I had the high score set on this one so far from before. Arcade Arrange is a slight variation on the classic gameplay. Start the game with 1 life and fight your way through all the levels. Checkpoints are after every level. Speed Up is a little trickier now. Start the game with 3 lives, fight your way through all the levels, whilst the game speeds up after each level, which is going to be tough. And then there's Hyper Mode, which is, start the game with only 1 life and fight to survive at 150% speed, no checkpoints.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
So we've been playing Arcade Classic, so you pick what type you want to do first. You could do the start at the first level. You could have, again, our checkpoint's at 7, but I'm going to go back to that. You can do the controls. Basically, it's just X is bomb, A and Y are fire, and B is going to be your jump. move, yeah, and you're basically flipping between, you're shifting between the two different planes. You'll see in a second. Difficulty will do normal. Game speed 100% normal.
Yeah.
The tutorials will leave on, but you don't really have to. And then you could actually go here,
cool.
and you could actually set it so like you could have it like glow, make it clean, so you can decide what you would like it to look like. The works, you can make it look like an old screen. So I could see this being a cool thing.
Yeah.
This game actually makes me wish that I could get this onto like an actual arcade cap.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if anybody in our chat is aware. Does the Switch have any sort of like joystick controller?
Oh, that would be really cool.
I don't know
actually.
if Hori or anything
Yeah.
had made them. If there's a joystick controller,
this would be a really cool game for it.
and thank you, Rex. Hopefully it changed. I did switch it, so hopefully it changed.
Yeah, the music is really, really fun in this too.
So I'm gonna go. We're gonna stick with, what should we do? Retro.
Yeah, let's do retro.
So we'll do retro.
And then we'll do the works later on. It'll be a little crazy.
So now you're gonna see. So there's power-ups. There's gonna be little astronauts we gotta collect. And the line that you were on, asteroids can destroy, and you have to jump over the gaps. So they're timed
And
levels.
you can shoot at the top or at the bottom.
So again, it's like this is a perfect game. You could go up and bottom like that, top and bottom. I mean, and you're basically just it's like those. Oh, that was the tutorial that went by. So now I got a sprayer on. What I just collected was a weapon, and what you see coming down yelling "help" is is a spaceman. So you basically just protect yourself. Left and right can also asteroids. So I'm saying asteroids will smash through your horizon, temporarily leaving a gap.
But it will reset. If it gets destroyed to a certain point, it'll just reset it for you.
Yes. So again, this game seems tailor-made for people who grew up with like arcades. I loved the arcades growing up. That was one of my favorite things, was going there. We went to we go to in Jersey a lot. I can't think of the name of it. What's the classic arcade down there?
Yestercade?
Yestercades, where they have all the old machines that you can play and all the pinball
really
machines.
Awesome place. They
Really
have
awesome
like,
place.
and they even have TVs and stuff set up where you can go play like Super Nintendo or N64 or Wii, like any of the old consoles. You can go and like sit down on the couch and play together. It's really cool. So Akita1 says they do have a fight stick controller that can be used for arcade games as well. Oh,
Ooh.
but it's expensive.
Do you know how much it is by chance? Like
What's expensive?
Because I'm wondering, would it be more than like a Pro Controller's cost?
Right, because Pro Controllers are expensive.
So you find yourself shifting across each one, and then my favorite thing's coming up. There's boss battles. So what's nice is as long as you're, as you see the things exploding, we're moving on to the next thing because it's timed. Each level is timed, so you don't have to worry about, if the line is taking hits, or if there's enemies you haven't killed. It's basically just time till the next stage.
So Akita1 says 60.
60.
Ouch.
Let's take a look at it.
It depends on what kinds of games you play, I guess. Like how much use you're gonna get out of it.
That's true. Ooh, he just destroyed my line a little bit. So now here's our first boss. That is steep.
Definitely
Yes,
Malice.
Galaga and Galaxia, yes. So now at the bottom of the screen you see it says that we are ready. I could actually launch a bomb pressing the X button and wipe off everything off the screen. So everything that he was shooting down on me is now gone for momentarily.
I really love that they kind of like threw it on its head a little bit with the up and down, being able to shoot up and down.
Yes, I like that.
It's really cool new spin to it, and the hopping and stuff.
Yeah, because you're basically just staying on the line. And what's nice is, I think the game would have been bad if you had to worry about the line as much being hit. Like, if you got damage based on the line.
Yeah, definitely. Or if, like, you only had one line to protect.
Yes.
It would be a little crazy.
So, again, we are blocking the health bar for him, but there is a health bar at the top, and he's about halfway dead. So, a game, like I said, a moment like this, I could see myself playing this huddled over an arcade cabinet, like, hitting the button and, playing with the joystick. Like, this is definitely one of those games that if you like retro arcade games, this is a perfect game for you.
Ooh, nice weapon.
Right? Oh, you can see the health bar he has a little bit now that he came a little bit lower on the screen. So that health bar that you see, the yellow, that's what we have at the top of the screen. So I'm at 48,000, my high score is 75. And this game right now this is also available on the eShop right now. This one is $9.99. So for $10, this
Get
is
a fun arcade game.
yes.
So Rex is saying he's finding ones that are more expensive, like going up to 180. But Akita
Really?
One says it's not a simplistic arcade stick. It's more of a fighting game. It's more for fighting games. That's cool. It's a high-end Hori one.
Oh wow. So probably good for like all the Street Fighter collections. 'Cause we have a couple of the compilations of Street Fighter.
Yeah, again, it all depends on what kind of games you like playing. If it will be worth it for you to pick that up, I guess. Help that little guy.
So now, as you see, it's getting more complicated. They're shooting stuff at me. I'm going to let one of the asteroids hit just to show you guys. So you see it broke through. So what I would, it'll rebuild, but if I needed to, like, if it broke through the middle, you got to jump over it. So trying to survive. Actually, I wish there's an antique place nearby that has an arcade cabinet, but it's a baseball arcade cabinet. Like
the joystick thing is like weird. It has like a little lever and then 2 buttons on. Like it's not like a normal setup.
yeah, it's not a normal setup at all. It has no buttons. Like like Felia said, it's just like 2 little sticks. And you supposed to like flick the stick to bat and flick the stick to
It would have been great if it was like a normal setup because they like were trying to get rid of it at one point.
$75 is all they're asking for it. But it's like it's not in the best of shape. Like there's no sticker anymore on the side either. So it's like, you know,
it's not really worth it.
No, like we don't.
If it had the normal stick control and normal like button control, then you could kind of like put another system in there and be able to play your other games in it.
Oh yeah,
but
it'd be
with
worth
the
restoring.
setup, you can't. Yeah.
It'd even be worth restoring it.
Yeah.
So I got the bombs. I just bombed everybody. So I beat my high score from before, so we're gonna keep on going. So yeah, so it's like because I've always wanted to get an arcade cabinet. That's like one of those guilty pleasures I would love to have one day.
That was close.
Yeah, I know it's tough. It's
That's really good.
because you're maintaining the line, but like.
Oh no, we put you at the top for the bonus stage.
So now it's Arkanoid.
Sorry, our graphic is blocking the little thing now.
Yeah, we're playing. Sorry, guys. We're coming back down. Basically, Arkanoid. We were bouncing the ball. If you guys played Arkanoid back on the NES, one of my favorite NES games. I think it's also kind of like Breakout.
I want to try a little bit, but I don't want to reach the score. So if you die,
I think I have 1 life left.
I don't think I'd last as long, but I definitely want to try playing it.
So again, if somebody's on your line, you can actually, yeah.
You do the jump right there. Oh.
The shotgun's actually pretty strong. I don't know. I actually don't know if those are good guys or bad guys. Oh.
So good.
I know. I'm afraid to like go into the trajectory of like the laser because I don't want to. I'm assuming that's gonna pull me up. But again, this is a game that I could see if you do have a joystick or it feels like a vintage arcade game.
You can flip over and then bash them off. Whoa!
So it is kind of getting crazy now.
Good challenge.
I feel like those aren't checkpoint reach. Okay, and what's cool is again, like I could select level 12 once this has a checkpoint. I could actually select Arkanoid on SNES. Do you? Oh, I never played the SNES one. That's awesome though. I'll have to get Arkanoid on the Super Nintendo. So Hyper is ready. So I don't know what Hyper is ready means, but I'm gonna press it. So there we go.
Oh. That's cool that this enemy was on the bottom. Oh, he's switching.
That's cool.
Sneaky.
I'll take Rockets. Rockets sound good.
I wonder what the bubble is.
I think
Is
it's
it like an
shield.
extra shield.
I think so. So he's doing the. So I guess those were bad before. For high score purposes, 2 points.
Oh my gosh, there's 2 of them. This is a really cool boss.
It is, and he actually now he has 2. Ooh,
2
oh
health
boy.
bars. Yeah. Gosh.
And you are temporarily invincible when you dash, so I will have to utilize that. I should be shooting this one. What am I? Oh, I got. Oh, so I just got hit by the laser.
Close.
Trying to get like. Come on.
Yeah, just take your time. Don't rush.
Now, hopefully he doesn't.
Split into two again.
Yeah.
You kind of look like you're in a little
A double
Metroid
jump.
bubble.
It does, right?
Yeah.
So I got double jump now, which is kind of cool. So continue to the next phase. So I think if I press start, let's see if settings. So you can change all the. You can do scan lines if you want, and adjust what your screen's gonna look like. Oh yeah,
What?
screen mode. So okay, so there we go. So if you do want to play with your Switch,
You can
and
swap it.
yes.
That's really cool.
that is really cool. So you can also change our well, retro feels fine. Our sidebars, we can actually change and put the game, like the character, on there, or just leave it completely black if you want it to. But I like the classic with the name. Okay. So you want me to start over and see how far you get?
But you're doing so good.
I got one. This is my last light. I'm
You're
gonna go to
getting
the end of the last
yeah,
light.
yeah. You're getting a really good point. So I don't want to mess you up.
Now the asteroids are getting bigger, so.
Whoa.
I'm gonna bring yep.
Crazy.
Hyper, also known as easy mode. So what does our chat think so far? Is this like, would this be a game you guys would be interested in? Is anybody into like our like old arcade shooters? Like was it Rex's has Galaga and Galaxia? We used to have a roller skating rink nearby that used to have the old Galaga machine. So if you didn't want to roller skate for a little bit, you could take a break and play Galaga.
And it's a fun game if you have like you know, maybe like parents or something that they grew up with more of the arcade games and they like the arcade games. This is something that you could get on the Switch that they would probably enjoy playing. Because I know like your parents don't really play the newer games, but they really love the old arcade games. So
Yes,
I
they
could
do.
see them really loving this, like having a lot of fun playing this. Because it's sort of like very retro, but puts a cool new spin on it. Ooh. It's getting crazy.
Oh, I got a laser now. I can literally. I can laser across. That's a nice gun.
The big question, is there multiplayer?
From what I've seen, I don't think so.
It would have been great, but we haven't unlocked that.
I-
don't think.
I don't know for sure. We can try to plug in your controller and see.
See if
Because I
it
feel like
comes
I don't see
It should
why
be an
not.
option on the thing, but we could try it.
I don't see why not. But we'll check. Yeah, we'll check for you guys to see. Because all those arcade games used to have multiplayer, at least 2 players. Game over. Like double dash,
Where's
right?
the pass from Mario Kart?
So yeah, I can restart from the last checkpoint. So that is my. I'm gonna. So I'm gonna do exit first.
You want me to grab my controller real quick so we could try it?
Yeah.
If that works, that would be amazing. Let's try it real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. There should be. I think we have to connect to yours. Okay, so 1 second. We are going to connect to your controller. So change grip order. And then, I guess, do sync. By the way, thank you guys. I know Rex, I forget who else off the top of my head, recommended Dragon Quest Builders.
Oh yeah, I tried the demo this morning and you had tried it yesterday and it's really cute. I can totally see you losing a lot of time in that game.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to actually get it.
You want see if you press A.
Nothing so far.
Nothing
I'm
yet.
pressing start, A, all the buttons.
Your controller show it's on, right?
Oh wait, it hasn't.
Bit-
It's not.
Maybe because no multiplayer. Let's see. So if I start game, Nothing still, right?
Nothing, yeah.
Huh.
It would have been so awesome to have multiplayer on it.
That would have been.
We gotta do the old retro multiplayer and just hand the control over.
Yes. So Rex says you got me back into that game as well as playing it earlier today. I was really surprised because
You're doing hyper mode?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was really surprised because like we never really got into Minecraft ever.
Yeah.
Nintendo gave us the copy on the 3DS, but like it was really like you put up a video like how many of you just being terrible at it, right?
Yeah, I'm so bad. I'm gonna do the works on this, and let's see.
And that's not me judging Felia. That was the name of the video. I think you were like,
I
stink at.
literally did the worst.
So I really, I think was it Dewey? Did you mention it too? I think on Twitter. I know a couple people mentioned we had put up about the demo, which demo got you guys to buy the game, and that was the one that most people said the demo got them to purchase it.
So we definitely had to try that demo.
So
from your recommendation.
I downloaded the demo, downloaded on Felia's Switch 2, and I was playing it, and then I was just blown away. I'm like, this is a lot of fun. It did. I forget who had told us that, but they were saying that it was like it felt like playing like a Zelda game, the way you would attack with the sword meets Minecraft. Dewey says Builders is one of your favorite games, and Dragon Quest is your favorite series. That is the perfect combination. Then, and I see that there's already Dragon Quest Builders 2 coming out. So I see Rex says you definitely like it better than Minecraft, except the lack of multiplayer. You hope 3 ends up getting servers more than 2-player multiplayer.
No, did I die?
I think so.
Oh, I tried to do the dash, but it didn't work.
Does 2 have multiplayer? Was that ever announced? Yes, and the absolute Dragon Quest Builders does have such a wonderful sense of humor and objectives. And Rex says there's 2-player in the second one.
Ooh.
Is the second one out yet? It's not out. Is it out in Japan or anything, or is it in Oh, that fact that got you into the first one. Awesome. I watched the trailer for the second one, but I don't know. It's not out yet, I don't think, right? If not soon. Awesome. We'll have to play 2 players on the second one.
Yeah. Here we go.
But it was funny because I found, because we love, like we played, Phil even streamed it solo the one time, a little Dragon Cafe, and that was a good game. Because you were running out. One of my favorite parts was running out and like collecting everything, like always like getting all.
We're all about collecting.
So in this game, I was like playing it last night, and I'm like, trying to collect everything. And I'm like, man, I'm just getting rocks, I'm getting sticks, and you the X button, you can press them. That wipes out some of the stuff for you. So I enjoy, so we like the collecting part about it. So running around and being able to collect everything and then hoard it into treasure chests. The treasure chest was an awesome way. I just like the fact that like you could lay blueprints down and build around the blueprints.
Yeah, it's so cool. I like the way they did it too, where it's like your character's actively learning skills as you go on. It's a really, really cute premise.
The D-Way says 2 does have co-op and a lot of new features. It came out in Japan a couple of weeks ago. Okay, that's awesome.
So it should be eventually on its way.
There's a demo you can download from the Japanese eShop. That's fun. So I'll have to check. Because we don't have a Japanese account. We have the European account. Because sometimes we get European codes from our friends over in the UK. They send us codes. So we have the European account that we download codes from. And then the US one, so we'll have to do the Japanese one too, make a Japanese account.
Yeah.
And see, so there's a couple games and demos that are Japanese only, so you got him.
Yeah. Oh, got him.
You got Satellite, this little guy now that follows you.
Wee-hee. He's adorable.
But I just found myself again, like when we played Minecraft, we really didn't get much into it. So I that's what turned me away from Dragon Quest Builders, because I've played was it Dragon Quest 64. So when it was like, I'm like, oh, Dragon Quest and Minecraft, I don't know about this one. And then I'm just like, no, this is insane. This is such a fun game. And I think the only thing, which is how we always feel whenever we play demos, you get to a point in a demo when if you like the game, you just stop playing because you're like, I'd rather save it for the full experience. So we've gotten to the point where it's like, we just aren't gonna play the demo anymore. We're just gonna look for getting the full game.
Yeah, we didn't actually finish. Well, almost. Oh no!
think you're still alive.
Okay.
Yeah, the bottom of the screen to the left, to the bottom, next to that red bar, to the right shows how many astronauts you've saved, and to the left shows how many lives you have. Rex, I think that's the same problem I had with Minecraft. Minecraft is barely a game. The enjoyment is 100% the people you play with there. That's what I felt with Dragon Quest. I felt like they did such a great job laying out the mechanics. Like, it wasn't overwhelming. I was also afraid of, like, being overwhelmed with the game, like, coming in and saying, wow, what am I supposed to do? Like, there's too much to do at once. I thought they did a great job of, like, laying it out for you and telling you, like, okay, here's a stick, build a stick first, and build your healing potion. And
yeah, like, slowly teaching your character, but also slowly teaching you with more story.
Yes, hitting you with showing you the houses, and you know, you get to fix the house before you get to build your own, and then
Pippa is really funny.
yeah, you know, and it has you need it. There's a I think there's like a cooldown for like a split second or two before doing the dash.
Too.
But
I did not beat your high score or even come near.
So I'm gonna let's try I'm gonna try hyper mode real quick.
Okay, go for it.
So real quick, yeah, DOA says, I like builders because that seems to have a lot more structure to it. Like, they give you those room recipes so you aren't just let to make your own fun like you are in Minecraft. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't mind having my hand held for that kind of stuff. I don't mind being shown, like, here's an example of what you can build. So I feel like then if I'm doing that, I'm learning, what do you call it, how to play the game through that. Then I can start getting more creative. Like, you built Pippa's house,
yeah,
and Felia just put a third level around. Like, you did a third piece around, which I didn't do on mine.
And I put, like, a piece over the door, too, so it seemed a little bit more complete.
Yes, which was really cool.
I can't wait to see if we can learn how to do, like, roofs, because it seemed weird that there was no roof
I think there are, right?
Okay, there has to be, right?
I think, if you guys correct me if I'm wrong, there's chapters where you're able to, like, each chapter is a new world you're exploring. So I've seen in the video, it looks like there's like roofs on some.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we want to ask. Would you guys want to watch us stream that game? If we pick that game up, would you guys watch, like, if we were just to go out and build stuff today? Like, would that be a thing?
I think that would be fun.
You know, because that's a game that we could stream a lot more. And
it almost has like a little bit of that Animal Crossing vibe to it because you get to like build your town kind of thing. So I think I could definitely get into it.
And thank you, D-Way. We checked today too you're exactly right. Save data does not carry over.
That's why we stopped playing the demo.
Which is a missed opportunity.
Yeah,
I feel
definitely.
Because just like Andy said, I don't like when demos are basically the opening games that don't carry over. Because exactly now we're gonna have to replay the opening the
whole like
tutorial
part of it, and then we didn't want to get into too much building because then we just basically be like doing the work twice, especially if you build a cool house or something.
So we're gonna do hyper mode.
Saying that he'd love to watch us play it. Okay, cool. Then we'll have to try to pick it up.
We were looking at the cheapest price we've seen is $25 through GameFly. Now I know Topher. I messaged Topher before to find out. He had bought his copy from GameFly. I guess when you rent a copy from GameFly, you can decide to keep it, and they mail you the box and instructions.
If you decide to keep it after trying it. Oh, Rex said that he did too.
Oh, you did too? Okay, so my question is, how is the quality? Like, so when you get the game...
As a collector, what was the quality of the cartridge that you got, and also the box? Once you decided to keep it, did you get a good box?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was afraid of like them sending you like a Switch case with like how GameStop has, like sometimes they just put like, you know, they type in the name and that's it. Because we were thinking about doing what the plan was. We were going to try like a 30-day free trial, order a copy, get it, test it out, and then proceed to purchase it in full. Because everywhere else it's like $50 for the game, but I figured $25 as long as it works and we get the box, I'm happy with that. You know, half off.
Yeah, definitely. Gotta work those coupons somehow.
So now we have boxes untouched. Okay, good.
Oh, great.
So you had, because Felia was saying, like, what happens if, like, the,
Like, I always worry with getting, like refurbished stuff, or, like, stuff from...
What is fast?
Like, like, in that instance, like, if you get it, and then your cartridge, like, breaks or something, like, it plays fine for your first couple of plays when you play it, but then all of a sudden, like, the game freezes on you or something, then, I don't know, you'll always be kicking yourself in the butt thinking, like you should have just bought the full thing, like a new one. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
No,
Rex said wouldn't lick them though. They're probably really filthy.
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah.
Wow, hyper mode is actually really fast.
Ooh. And that was that.
I played for 1 minute and 11 seconds.
I'm trying hyper mode.
That's okay. So that's
Carts are definitely pre-licked, anyway.
So Rex said you tried GameFly in the past and it was awful because CDs never worked. When I looked up, everybody was complaining about CDs, saying it's like, it's almost like if you want to buy a coaster because they have the coffee marks and people leaving like drinks on them. They're scratched to death. So that's good to know, like, because that would have been my worry. But the Switch carts, I'm like, it would really take a lot for you to destroy a Switch cart as a rental. Because like a CD, I could see CD scratching, but the Switch cart is just a little cartridge. It's mostly a plastic shell.
That was rough, you guys.
So Ray says you lick all Switch cartridges, but rental carts are nope.
Oh my gosh.
So for GameFly, for like Switch games, do you buy a lot of your games through that? So Rex says, plus they have a good return policy when you buy, and if you rent, that's the cart you keep. So is there a return policy for buying? So if you were to get, like, if you rent the game cart, you decide to buy it, and then you realize that it messes up on you, are you able to return it? Oh my God, he got Dragon Quest Builder for $15 on sale.
How did you do that? Tell us where that sale was.
Wow.
Was that off the GameFly?
That's GameFly, that's how we got it.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, hold on, guys. I got this.
That's an amazing deal. I love getting games for like 20 and under is like a sweet spot for me.
We always like save up the coupons and stuff.
It was limited in the past. Okay. Cause yeah, I usually love like because like we have the Gamers Club till this September for Best Buy.
That's crazy that that'll be gone soon.
So like I love when like Gamers Club, when they give you a game that's $40, they go, it's on sale for 20, then we get it with the 20% off, gets it what, $16, and
Why
then usually I have like a $5 coupon, so that 16 turns to 11. So like I love like trying to get a game down, like a $40 game on a sale on Best Buy, we get for like $11. So Dragon Quest right now is still $50 on there. So even with the 20% off, it's still a lot.
Hyper mode is crazy.
Yes, hyper mode does seem like endless mode, but randomly harder. It speeds up. Malice says this is such a fun game. Definitely has that old arcade feel to it. Right? That's what I like about it. These guys are the hardest.
Yeah, I can't pass this. I can't.
Yeah, that's tough.
You gotta what?
Nothing.
Jeez.
You gotta do this, and then you gotta do that.
You gotta do what?
So let's see if there's any other modes we could show off real quick. I do like, because like you guys can see.
I did the works on it.
Yeah, so like the works on it, as you can see, that you can't even read the word Horizon Shift 81. It's all blurred out for the works. So you can do this. I like that. You can do scan lines if you want. Let's see what else we can do. So yeah, so I'll find out about dead.
Definitely.
I'll find out about the multiplayer option, if there's any way to get multiplayer on here. Because there is free mode and boss mode, but it would be weird if free mode is where you can play 2-player on. That would make any sense,
Yeah,
I think.
it would be, because there's no indication that we can bring in a second player so far.
So arcade ranges, it's just slight variation, but speed up is the one that says that as you the game gets faster after each level. So let's see how fast this game gets.
You think it's gonna get faster than hyper mode?
Well, I'm gonna try retro cleanness. Let's see what, like, this is gonna be clean now. Like, you can do with this, you can do with that. That song's in my head.
You can jump.
I always forget. Isn't that funny? Have you guys ever played a game where like there's one basic mechanic that really helps you that you never use, like something like jumping? I actually up until Smash Brawl, like Melee, I never used to block. I just never used to use the block button at all for some reason. I would keep forgetting about it, so I would play Smash Brothers by just being very aggressive and not really do defense. And then as I started playing more, I'm like, oh, you need to kind of hit the block button. You know, it does help.
Or like Mario Kart, I never break ever.
Yes, that's another one. Yep.
Yeah.
200cc
is the only time you learn how to brake.
Rex to say you had no blocks, no grabs. Yes. Ooh. I see Rex says, speaking of multiplayer, I picked up ukulele from Best Buy and it said the box has multiplayer. Does it? There is actually multiplayer. There is multiplayer on, right to the bullet. They are mini games. There is a character called,
Some of them are really, really fun.
it's Rextro, I think, right? He's a
the little T-Rex.
He's a T-Rex character, and
who you would like.
Who you'd like. He's a T-Rex character, and he lives in this time with arcade cabinets, and the multiplayer, we could probably just throw it on for a second, actually, just to go to it if you want. Yeah, we'll literally show you.
The thing. Oh my gosh.
We'll show you in a couple seconds. We'll put it on. Just because I think it's all, I think in the game you have to find him and like find coins and give it to the arcade machine like it's a collectible, but I think from the start it's unlocked as a separate, like, not going into the main game. It's a separate like multiplayer 2-player mode on the side, so I'll show you that. Yep, Rextro. Yep, it is instantly Rex's favorite character, Rextro. So he's your retro T-Rex character.
To do that.
That's what you were aiming for. Those guys, that's the hardest one to me, I feel like. I could dodge the bullets that are coming down.
It's these guys.
It's the shifting, because you have to watch bullets and then shift through them, but the shift doesn't go all the way over, so.
It does, yeah. It's crazy.
I see it's speeding up on you. You got the high score though.
What?
You said high score. You did it.
That wasn't your high score that I beat, though.
Yeah, because I played well, it's on this mode. I played the other mode before. I played this mode before.
Alright, yeah. Alright, I'll take it. Fine.
So I think that's, let's see. So we'll find out, but that's pretty much Horizon Shift 81.
A super fun little game, especially if you like all the retro games, like you were saying, Galactica and what's the other one?
Galaga. Galaxia and
Galaga. I never played arcade games back as a kid, so I don't really know all of their names.
Yeah.
So sorry for offending the entire internet right now.
So real quick before we go, I just want to run over to ukulele real quick, just to see. We won't go too in depth because you guys will get to play it yourself and stuff, but we'll just show you what the main menu looks like. Yeah, and we can
always do a stream where we actually play ukulele and show it off to you guys too.
I think, do we not stream it, I think? And
I don't think we have,
It was a Let's Play. It was back on the YouTube channel. We did a Funsies and our Onesies. That's what it was. Before we were streaming, that's what we did. So I'm going to go back.
Rodriguez saying, seems very repetitive, though. Is there an end game or win conditions? Well, I know there's bosses and stuff, and I think that's how those old games really were. Like, sort of like endlessly battling the asteroids and stuff.
What are we doing here?
Is it not working? 2 players. Oh, do we need the Joy-Cons?
No, you don't. Why is this?
My thing isn't registering at all.
Yeah, let me see something. That's weird.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, I chose the wrong game.
Oh.
That's what happened. I'm like, why do you need
You moved over like one too many?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
So Parallel is also another fun game that we've showcased before.
Fun, yeah. And 2 players.
And 2 players. No, not to scare you, Rex. Not to scare you. That was and thank you, Rex. But yeah, that was, again, I'm not gonna ruin anything in the game for you, but we'll show you just real quick what 2-player looks like so you get an idea of what you guys are in for. Yeah, and Limited Run Games now has games at Best Buy with different box art. So ukulele, that's how I got Golf Story. It's nice being able to
get it with a good deal, which is always nice.
If you got Gamers Club, you get the free shipping too. And it's different box art, but it's still cool box art. So
retro, yeah.
And ukulele is one of those games where it asks you halfway through the game what you want, like what file you're gonna do. So your main adventure, you can do 1-player arcade, or you could do up to 2 to 4 players. So in Rextro's arcade,
there's some really fun little games in it too.
Yeah. This brings a lot of like Banjo-Kazooie memories back.
Yeah, it's
music.
Such a fun game. I want to get back to playing it.
Ryan's playing ukulele right now.
Oh,
that is awesome.
Nice.
So here are the multiplayer games.
I know we said 2 games tonight, but we're doing triple treat tonight.
Triple treat. So, Rextra, so these ones, you have glaciators, players like, you have the players like Quills and Corporal Battles. Oh, okay, that's not. So this is a 2-player game. You have to grab the different quill items on the game, and I believe parts of the map break off, I think. You have to, like, not fall into the thing. So it's kind of like an arena, and whoever collects the most in the time limit wins.
I like Kartos karting.
This is a kart game, an above world where you see you see the map like that, and you got 4 players racing through on carts. And as you see in the right, they tell you what the directions are. So it's just basically, you just drive with R and shoot. Bebop, which I think is fun. This is the one where you're a bee, I think, right?
Are you the bee or you have to avoid the bee? I can't remember.
I think you're the bee in this one. I want to say you're able to sting, I think so.
Okay. Oh, yeah. You're the bee and you gotta get the bad guys.
Jobstacle course, you're going to be viewed from behind and running towards the goal, and you got to keep moving over to avoid obstacles. That stuff's coming towards you, and try to race to the end.
And you can collect stuff while you're going too.
Yes. The gauntlet run, I think it's the same thing where you're running towards the end, but you got to collect different projectiles and so on. And it says shoot corpus. Yeah, that's right. So as ukulele, as the bat, which I think is Lele, you're shooting out from behind and trying to knock out all the enemies on the side. So you're going to try to shoot the most enemies down. Hurdle hijinks.
This is tough.
Yeah. This was a tough one. It's the same thing. You're running towards the screen. But as you see, there's going to be like poker chips in the way. So there's obstacles you got to like run and jump around.
And all of these have collecting the quills and stuff, which if you play the game, you'll see it's part of the game.
Up and Over is a side-scrolling shooter where you're going from left to right and you got to avoid all the different obstacles. So it's they're kind of... It is like Mario Kart. It is like Mario Party. It does have that feel to it where it is like just like little mini games.
And it kind of sets it up and then gives you the controls as well right here.
And then Blag the Flag.
Said, Carto's karting gameplay reminds me of one of the racing modules and modes in Kirby Air Ride on GameCube.
Yes. Yeah. That's true. Kirby Air Ride's a good game too.
Which one was that?
I don't think you've ever played it.
No.
We have it though.
Whoopsies.
We have it though.
I got so many games to get up
too
on.
many games. So, and then Blag the Flag is a capture the flag game. We have to like chase the person who has the flag, I believe. You hold the flag, grab power up. So it's kind of like Shine Thief, I think. You got to try to hold the flag for the longest.
Air Ride stream, yes.
That's it. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have 8 mini games that you guys can play, and if you have friends over, you can have 4 players.
Which is awesome.
Just as a test, when you click it, that's how you decide your character. You are colored based on.
I'm coming in.
I'm coming on in. So you're a ukulele character colored based on whether you're 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which is kind of cool. Reminds me of like the old Ninja Turtles game. So yeah, so if you guys got ukulele for some co-op, this is going to be a fun game for you guys to play.
I think we'll probably have to stream it one day.
Yeah, I think we'll have to stream this. Yeah,
when we have some extra time. I think we should definitely stream it because it's a super fun game, especially if you like games like Banjo and stuff.
Yeah.
The N64.
Now, is there real quick before we go, Rex? Is there one of these you want to see a sample of real quick before, or you guys want to go into it fresh? I don't want you to. I don't want to ruin it for you if you want to like jump into these games fresh. Yeah, I'd be the same way. I hate when things get ruined, especially ukulele, a game that's been in development for a long time, and you can finally have it on the Switch. I held off until the Switch came out. I didn't get it on the Xbox or PlayStation, so. So is there a favorite? You want to do a favorite one?
The Carto's karting, maybe?
Carto's karting. So just L is the drive, and then Y is the shoot. So 5-lap race, grab power up, shoot things, and get the fastest time.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is really hard.
And there's power-ups, and I think there's hazards and such. But they're fun little like competitive bursts, which I like. And there we are in our cart.
And they're all a little different, which is fun. Hey! Hey! Woohoo!
I think A.
Oh no, I went into the fire.
I think A's the boost, right?
Oh my gosh! Get back here, you! Get back here, you!
And
I
you get
fell into the water too.
you get time that, so if you end up like falling into the water like I just did twice.
Good.
Is that so?
Good.
So yeah, this also reminds me of I think reverse. So I just got one that has reverse controls, so I just careened out. There was I think we talked about this on stream before too. There was like an NES game that I used to play as a kid that I couldn't think of the name of the game. That I am terrible at this. You were gonna catch up to me actually, because I am. Oh wait, I'm not the orange one.
When we used to play speed boost. When we used to play this more regularly, you got really good at it. So I'm like so happy that I'm winning this right now. It's like vengeance for all those times back in the day. No slow motion.
Nice. I'm
No!
getting the hang of the controls, guys. So you can actually do at the bottom of the screen there was the option to play all the games at once. You can actually just click play all and have a marathon. So instead of having to just like select each one, and that's what we did I think when we played this.
Yeah.
We just did play all and just went from top to bottom and played every single one. Oh, reverse controls are the worst.
4 out of 5. Almost got this.
Felia is kicking my butt.
Almost got this. Oh no, fire.
The boost. 5 out of 5. Okay,
I
so at
think
least.
they're like a lap behind me almost.
Hey.
I'm just gonna sit and wait here and taunt you.
Is that what you?
Should I just sit here and wait and see?
This is.
Oh no, 5 out of 5. I have one more. Oh, I'm so glad I did not wait. I actually have one more.
That's karma. Back in my day.
Slow motion, no. Hey, the shortcut. Hey, the shortcut. No way.
So
Woo!
lucky. I was seriously hoping.
That was a little bit closer than I wanted it to be. Oh, gosh. So these games are super fun. All the other ones are really fun, too. But we'll save that for another stream. We just gave you a little taste until next time.
But it's a good game for you guys to stream, too, because at least it has a lot of options for, some
multiplayer, yeah.
Some nice multiplayer. And right?
Almost.
I would have never let you live it down.
I know.
So, so awesome. Glad you guys are getting ukulele. That's one of our favorite games. Like, such a good
We'll definitely
callback.
have to stream it. It's a really fun game.
Yeah. I like
Granny Danny.
Granny Danny. I think Granny Danny's going to stick around. I think we'll have to keep Granny Danny coming. That'll be my go-to voice.
I think we have to come up with like a roster of voices that we could pull out for whenever the games have like long dialogue scenes.
We'll have to make like you said, the Excel spreadsheet. We'll have to do it up in Excel
Maybe
spreadsheet.
you guys can think of it, and the next stream you can like throw out ideas for voices.
Throw out suggestions?
Yeah, why not? That's what it's all about.
That would be fun, actually.
Doing voices are better together.
So thank you guys for joining our stream. That was Holy Potatoes War in Space. That's by Rising Star Games. And then we played some Horizon Shift 81. That's by FLUMP Studios. Respectively, the potato game is $14.99 and Horizon Shift is $9.99 on the eShop.
And then we did throw in a little bit of ukulele multiplayer at the end there by Team 17.
Yes, Team 17 sent us that one.
So if you have any questions about any of these games, just let us know. We'll be happy to see if we can get some answers for you.
Yeah, absolutely. That is awesome. Rex says, thank you guys.
Rex.
We sold you on 3 whole games in one night. That's amazing.
So great. I think the voices did it, right? So we have to
do
the voices every time.
And Malice, you're very welcome. So if you guys wanted to, the potato game is awesome for, a simulation game and do one of those management games with RPG elements mixed in. And Horizon Shift is a great game for classic arcade shooters. And as you guys saw real quick, ukulele has nice multiplayer on it. 4 players, so great to play with friends.
Ray says, I have a question. How did you two get to be so cute? I think it's Danny's voice. I think it's the
It's my voice.
It's the cute darling voice. That's not it though. It was the one right before the old granny one. The darling Danny voice turned into the old granny. I think it's the voice.
Andy says, who's the dev team behind the potato game? Let me real
Let's
quick
find
while we're
out.
signing. Let me go look that up real quick because that's a good. That's a very good question. I saw online two different things. So I saw somebody online show Daedalic when I looked it up before, but I don't think Daedalic was the one that did it here.
Holy potatoes.
So we have developers Daylight Studios. So Daylight Studios is the developer for Holy Potatoes. We're in space. So I love having the computer right here to be able to look stuff up real quick on the fly. Yeah, I saw when I was looking at the price before for Holy Potatoes. There's one like Holy Potatoes Weapons or something, right? It's called. It's like Holy Potatoes We Have Weapons, I think.
I like this one. Holy Potatoes Are in Space.
Yeah. And again, make sure you guys request the NPC voice pack.
Yes, if you liked the NPC voice pack, make sure you tweet to them and let them know.
Yeah, let them know that you're requesting the DLC pack for Holy Potatoes, where you want us to voice the spuds for you guys. So we're gonna be back Monday. Next week, I think we're kind of caught up on like games to showcase that people have sent us. So next week, unless something crazy happens, we want to play.
Oh, Alec and stuff.
Okay.
Hey guys, wait, is that the girl that was in the Nintendo America tweet the other day? Who, me? Thank you so much, Nintendo, for including me in that tweet. That was very sweet.
That was a surprise.
It was awesome, yeah. That was such a great event.
Again, the funny surprise for me was being on the computer when it happened and not knowing that a tweet was going out. And then realizing that we had a bunch of notifications of people complaining and yelling about no direct. Where's a direct? Where's my direct? And I seriously thought like it was towards us personally, like because I'm like I thought that maybe we put up like a poll where we were like like what's your favorite game? And people are like where's our direct? Like we have control over it. Right. So like what are people like why it was blowing up and I had no idea why people were so angry. And then I went like, oh, it's the normal Nintendo tweet responses of people angry about a direct.
It was so awesome. As always, we're so grateful for Nintendo. They've been so generous and amazing to us over the years.
Yes.
So, as always, thank you, Nintendo.
It was really funny because I called Felia at work and I told her about it, and I don't think you even realized. Because you were at work, and then when you went to go hang up the phone, you didn't hang up right away. So as you hung up, all I heard was, "I'm in a tweet," like really loud, and then it cut off. So like I heard you yelling to your friend at work,
I was just telling my friend like, "I made it to the tweet."
So as soon as so I was like, it was like the cutest thing. Cause it was like
she was looking at me like, "Wait, what happened?" All excited.
It was so cute.
I was like, "Oh my gosh, really?" On the phone. So she was like, "What happened?" So I told her right away. So she was really.
It was
excited.
like as soon as I went to hang up, all I heard you yelling. "Ah, I made it in!" I'm like, and then it clicked, and I'm like, that was adorable. That was pure excitement. Right, yes, we do have the direct. It is on our computer. We're gonna wait until February. Our Power Couple Direct. And we're gonna hope to add onesies and Mario games. That's Odyssey costumes are coming, so you're gonna have onesie DLC, which is gonna be cool. So,
Drake, I've got my tweet ready for asking Daylight Studio for NPC voice pack.
Thank you so much. That is awesome.
You guys are the best.
Breath of the Onesie.
Breath of the Onesie.
I would totally replay.
I have a great idea for the game now. We need to make a game where we're both in onesies going on an adventure.
That's pretty much like us going out now. We just
let's do that.
Yeah.
Although we have to make it more like a old-timey adventure, not like going to the grocery as an adventure. That's what we do now.
Like wait, real quick. What's old-timey that we'd be doing?
Like a quest. And there's got to be dragons because I love dragons. It was born in the year of the dragon. What else? We'll have to figure it out. We got to work on that game.
Rex is saying RPG Maker is coming to the Switch. RPG Maker we got on I think the 3DS. Excellent. Back when Granny Danny was a young woman back in the day.
Back when Granny Danny was a young woman. Aww.
Well, we'll have to keep doing our voices then. By popular demand, we'll do our voices.
I think so. And, we gotta work on that DLC pack.
So next week we're gonna play some games with you guys, whether it's Smash, Mario Kart, Splatoon.
I've been dying to play some Splatoon, maybe even Diablo.
Yes, Diablo would be fun to play. So maybe we'll get to try some co-op games with you guys next week. And have a
we miss gaming with you guys.
Yes. So I think that's what we'll aim for next week.
So we hope you all have an amazing weekend.
Yes.
Get some rest, eat some fun, junky food, have a treat day. I know I will tomorrow.
Yes.
And just have the best weekend ever and get recharged for next week.
Real quick, I see Links 4 what's up, Links 4?
Hi!
Links 4 said, where'd you get that villager plush on the top shelf? Our
amazing friend.
Our friend John Michael actually gave that to us because he had an extra one. He had bought it, I think, a long time ago. It has a Japanese tag on it, because I don't think we've gotten that made with the American line yet. But there is a female villager as well. He has the fishing rod.
I think they're like to get them on like eBay and stuff.
It's
I think
crazy.
It's really expensive.
It's crazy.
We're just so grateful that our awesome friend just like gifted it to us because they are amazing. So,
yeah, he has.
Thank you.
He has. I'll bring him down real quick, actually.
He has like a little fishing rod with a little bobber at the end. He's really cute.
Yeah, he literally has a fishing rod. So he's got the whole fishing rod with the string on him and stuff. And his tag is the Japanese tag. So I guess he's an import that they have gotten. And I think the female villager has the net. She comes with the bug catching net. So you could have a bug catching net, or you could have this one. I looked, because once we got him, I was like,
so cute.
Well, if they get the female villager, I think she was like $150 or something crazy
really expensive.
Online. So he's a clone of Isabel. So that is our villager plushie.
And he has like a little shamrock shirt thing.
Yeah, he has a shamrock shirt on, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like I think he's the only plushie we have that's not part of the American line. Like, we have all the American ones that came out from Nintendo New York, but he's the only one I think that's the imported one. So
he's so cute. Oh my gosh. We need Animal Crossing, you guys. I can't wait.
So hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed the games we showcased today. We'll be back Monday, 8:30 for the same time to play some more games with you guys.
Thank you guys for joining us.
This was a lot of fun.
Out with us and giving us so many bits and support and hosting and subscribing. We love you guys.
Animal Crossing hype, guys.
Hi.
So have a wonderful weekend, everybody, and we will see you guys Monday. As always, gaming is better together. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you Monday. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.